as I'm excusing Larmar's behavior for a specific reason.
I just started recording it, so.
Okay.
All right.
I will hold up my arm and through plate armor, arm wrestle Tempest.
Are we gonna sit at the table?
Yeah, sure.
Tempest pulls out a chair for Katie.
Thank you. That's very considerate.
I may have been a watch ring, but I still.
All right, who's your bet on?
Believe it.
Are you betting?
I still like to maintain.
We would never do something so sinful.
I like how you guys are doing that. And Tara's just sitting right there with her like 20 strength.
Well, I'm her next.
I proposed to do it, but we didn't want.
Well, no, how about this? I don't want you to feel left out. How about I go with Tempest first, and then the winner challenges you. You seem like stronger.
Okay. A good way to wake up.
Well, watch as I roll a nat 1 on this.
I know, I'm really nervous.
Oh god. Okay.
Is it strength on strength?
What do we do? What do we roll here?
I need you both to roll athletics checks.
The bonding.
Oh.
Okay.
I say while they're arm wrestling, Ulrich's. It's gonna finally sink into Ulrich that they're still in the prison garb. They never bothered changing out of it. So
no one even described what you guys were wearing. Like all I remember, like you guys describing was that like Tora looked clean,
rags basically,
and then you guys just looked like you were just like really beaten, but no one described like you were in different clothes.
Yeah, I did. I said that they were in tattered prison rags.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, they're in tattered. They're in tattered prison rags. They're looking.
Well, Ulrich's now gonna go change back into their regular clothes quick. The prison clothes have
Cass
kind of gone out of style as far as I'm concerned.
Cass was the only one who changed.
Okay.
No, she didn't.
Well, Ulrich's changing now, so while this is going on.
No, Cass did. Cass changed and then laid down. Then everyone left, and then Cass got up and left.
Oh.
I do not remember
that private session would said otherwise, but it's okay. Okay, Tempest.
Oh wait, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, she just left. Is it so it's athletics versus athletics? Is that how this is? Okay, and I'm gonna grab her arm. I'm gonna grab her arm and I'm gonna start straining.
All right. Who do you bet on?
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I would
roll.
rather not bet on this.
It's a nice kind of pastime to watch, though.
And 23.
It's very distracting.
You immediately slam my hand into the table.
Just destroyed.
I rolled a natural 3.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Lamar.
Well, I could do 2 out of 3. Well, if you're interested. I was quite.
Are you all right? I hope I didn't.
Oh yeah, you update all of your HP now.
I'm just rusty. That's it.
Oh my god!
Wow! Have you told Julep to add her expertise?
I believe I did, but I don't think she has.
All right, round 2.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You're blaming this on the rustiness, I see.
Oh, I'm a librarian. I've been studying for quite some time.
But those books can get really heavy.
Yes, they can. I suppose. Okay,
all right, ready to roll?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, that's a bit better.
13.
13? It's a tie. We're straight.
What's your guys' strength scores?
Mine is exactly the same as hers.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Guess I'm flipping a coin.
It's a 6.
Larmar's just like gonna be staring. I'm like, holy shit, you guys are fucking
or we could just do it again.
Wait. Hold on. So you both rolled 13s. What's the total?
No, I got 13 total.
No, I got 10 plus 3 because I don't have proficiency in athletics.
Yeah, and then Tempest. What did Tempest get?
I got 13 total.
So 10 plus 3.
As well. Yeah. I got a
7 plus 6.
Yeah.
7 plus 6. Okay. So yeah, it adds up to a total of 13 for both of you. Both of you have the same strength scores. Okay, I'll be flipping a coin then. Give me a second.
You can actually see now too that she's straining. You can actually see the under the plate, there's like a muscle in her arm and up her bicep that's flexing, and you're like, oh shit, she's stronger than I thought she was.
Tempest is like Tempest is probably she's not straining, but she's definitely like
holding back maybe a little.
How insulting, Tempest! Keep going.
It's okay,
All
actually.
right,
I want to be
Tempest,
James. I'd like to be
choose.
subtle about this, but I'm gonna throw.
Choose heads or tails.
Me?
Heads or tails. Tempest, yes.
Tails.
Wait, hold on, James. At the last second, can Katie throw?
What?
Doesn't matter. She rolled. I got tails anyways.
Don't throw. I want to fight you.
I got tails anyways. So
Tempest wins.
What? Oh, okay.
after a moment of straining, it just bam right down.
That's really impressive.
It's a good match.
Yeah.
I think you might have the upper hand. You look more trained in these sorts of things. I'm
A librarian.
I work out, but it's less of a present thing and more of a natural physique, I guess.
Alright, wake up. Like, come on, Tempest. Now it's my turn. Let's go.
No, it's my turn. Now it's my turn. And then she pulls like that like that scene from that one episode of Regular Show where Sif fucking smashes Rigby through the table and kills him.
While you two are arm wrestling, I could get the jump if you'd like and start examining one of those items.
Yeah. Do I still have it actually?
I'll take the sword first if you'd like.
Yes.
Oh yes, I still have battle axe. Oh wow, incredible.
Yeah.
So Tempest and Tara are gonna arm wrestle now. I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh Jesus, Mary!
I had to do it before I leave. I had to call.
I gave the battle axe. I don't have it anymore on me, so bye battle axe. Dora is like taking the battle axe from her stuff and like throwing.
Oh yeah, because you had the battle axe now.
Yeah, it's throwing at Casey. Like, take it.
Okay. I'll grab a pearl and an owl feather and crush them together and begin casting Identify Ritual.
Okay, let's do it. Knowing that I don't have any luck in dice.
She draws up a whole circle, puts down candles, just like doing a whole bunch of stuff. All of it has like the insignia of the Man in the Moon.
Tempest's face just like it's just like
don't worry. My luck in dice has been so low recently.
I'm still watching.
All right, so I need both of you to roll contesting athletics checks.
I got 9.
No, 9 total.
Yes, I got 2. I told you, my luck in dice.
25. Oh my god.
She rolled a 19 plus 6.
Tempest's athletics checks never fail, eh?
No.
Okay.
No.
Like I'm just waking up. Just maybe you are lucky. I just come back from the dead.
Tara's looking a little tired, and right when you guys start, she yawns and looks away, and you just smash her hand into the table, and the table cracks.
Oh my god!
And Tara,
I'm so proud of you.
You felt it a little bit, but it didn't really hurt that much because your hand is just so thick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of you.
Your knuckles just basically went through the table, and you're like, huh.
Let's do it again.
When Tempest hears that, she just does whatever the Dragonborn equivalent is of a blush. She's like, "Oh, really? Thank you."
Okay.
Yeah, so round 2
gets a little staticky.
Ready?
Yeah.
And go.
Athletic checks.
I got natural 1.
No way!
15!
Oh my
Natural
goodness.
1.
A nat 1 try.
I think you need new dice.
I need to buy new dice.
Oh my goodness. That's
Give me a second.
So what happens with this one? I gotta know.
Okay, I rolled for that one. Okay.
Please tell me I don't throw her on the floor.
Tempest and Tara.
I was being funny.
Get up there, and after a moment, you guys are straining against each other this time. And Tara, you're still really tired, but you're holding your grip, but your form is like way off. And thanks to that, I rolled a natural 1 on this.
You rolled a nat 1 for her nat 1.
Tara's arm just like you can hear a crack as her forearm breaks. And I need you take 25 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus! Tempest is really like.
Larmer's gonna be like, Tempest! Jesus Christ! I didn't think it'd break the.
At the exact moment, her forearm breaks. At the exact moment her forearm breaks, Katie, at the same time as she's casting this spell, crushes a pink pearl between her fingers. So at the same time you hear the snap, the pearl snaps.
She expected
Tempest
it.
immediately like shoots up and just like, Dora! Oh my god! I'm so sorry! Oh my god! Okay.
Well, it's okay.
I'll fix this. No.
No, it's okay.
Breaks her arm. She's like,
Just died. What is arm breaking?
It's funny because it says you all noticed it immediately, so it didn't quite go like it does in all those videos where people's forearms like break in half. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Tempest like just like runs around the table.
You have lay on hands.
Yeah, what do you think I was about to do?
All of the lay on hands.
It's okay,
just
don't worry.
slaps arm.
I mean, she's saying that
slaps
she's like,
arm. This bad boy can fit so many lay on hands.
I think I'm going to use D&D Beyond Dice again. We will see which one is better.
Yeah. Okay, so
Dora is
my
like,
hands.
Tempest has plenty of lay on hands. She has 35.
Yeah.
Dora is like, after dying, breaking an arm is not that bad. So
well, still, I'm the one who just did it.
Yeah, Tara's taken worse. She died.
Yeah, I think from now on, each time that she's like amplifying. Of course, each time she's taking damage, she's like, "Oh, it's okay, it's not dying."
Yeah, like she's been riddled with arrows. She almost like she's been like stabbed, blown up, like.
Oh god.
She's taken a beating. A broken arm is like one of the tamer things that's happened.
Like the complete opposite of what she just did. Tempest like very, very, very carefully puts her hands on Tora's arm and just how many points did you say it was, James?
25.
25.
Oh yeah, she gives her 25.
Your arm, which was like sitting at a really weird angle, just snaps back into place, and you can hear like the creaking and cracking of the bones as it knits back into place. Your arm feels good as new.
Tempest immediately like backs away and like is all sheepish, like I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
So I guess we can say Tempest won
I didn't
that round.
even feel it.
This was
I guess we can say Tempest won that round.
This was supposed to be a boxing
Yeah, you won.
exercise. I'm so sorry.
And Ventura like pats Tempest said, "Yeah, you won. Good." I think Tora is waking up, but she's still like dizzy. It's a bit like she didn't get her
like
tea
bleary,
of the morning, and she had
bleary.
Yeah.
Oh, tea of the morning. Speaking of which.
Oh God.
Speaking of tea.
Like I mean, you guys have probably noticed at this point that like he's sitting on one of the beds over in the corner.
Oh,
he's
I
just
have a
been there.
question. Did Katie notice him enter?
No, he was.
No, I think
there.
he's been there the whole time.
No, he was there the whole time.
Yeah.
Sounds about right for Leanchi.
Did you know he was there the whole time?
What's your passive perception?
It's high.
Massive? Yeah, I know. What is it? Yikes. Roll something for him. I'm not trying to like actively sit there with stealth, but he's very passively stealthy, so.
He's quiet.
Just like we just hear a little.
And you guys are still watching as.
Yeah, that's what makes you guys finally notice him is the very loud sip of tea, but we'll see if she knows.
While she's doing this, by the way, she's casting the spell, and you see the owl feather. It's like a barn owl feather. It's white along the edge. It's really pretty.
No, you didn't.
Oh, there's another gentleman here. She says as you hear voom 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 voom. She's casting Identify.
Yeah, he's just sitting there sipping tea.
Landy.
Good afternoon, everyone. I see you. Taken to the day well, breaking arms.
If you want to put it that way.
At least we know that one of us out of the group is prepared for whatever comes next, I guess.
Just looks at Tora. I'm really sorry.
Sorry.
It's been a long day.
Who is this? Is this a friend?
Oh,
No
Good
shit.
afternoon. Name is Leanti.
he's my
Lindsay.
mentor.
Oh, it's good to meet you, Lindsay. My name is Katie Aviesi.
He walks up. He's got a little plat, like one of them little platters with the cup on it.
Larmar's gonna put her arm in front of Sakura.
He walks up to you. Does a little light bow and reaches out to shake your hand.
I'm in the middle of casting. Will that interrupt my casting?
No.
I shake it.
I'd say not. I'd say at this point you're roundabout finished it up.
Oh, okay. I will shake his hand and finish casting a spell.
He
I'm
he kind of bends over a little bit, and you can very obviously see the amulet.
Yes, I'm an acolyte of the Lunar Requiem. Do I see any religious paraphernalia on this gentleman?
Not a speck. But you recognize that he has very like classic monkish monastery clothes.
Okay.
Like the type of someone who's lived a long life of tradition and like like that uncomfortable clothing type, right?
Mhm.
That monks wear.
And would
That's
this
like
would
purposefully uncomfortable. That way they never get comfortable.
right? Would examining him break my concentration on the ritual spell?
Not at all. I'd say you just
Okay.
I'd say you just finished it.
What are the vibe checks?
Insight.
Vibe check.
What's your insight? Roll
My
your insight
passive
check.
insight- Oh, roll it. Okay.
Vibe check.
Just
Oh,
just
that's-
getting his vibe. And
That's
vibe check
very
him.
good.
Rolling instead of rolling the insight check, roll a vibe check.
Vibe check.
Yeah.
24.
24. Give me a second. I'm gonna roll his charisma. He has a pretty. Yeah, he used to have a better one, but when he was a warlock.
Mm.
Oh no, he does not have a decent. Why would he have a decent? Like the most socially awkward man ever.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he had a good charisma.
You're probably thinking of Ulrich since they're both half elves.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of that because like of all the secrets he hiding. I don't have a good charisma. Good at hiding things. But he's not hiding anything anymore. And he also rolled
Oh.
a. So with your what was it, 24?
Yes.
You get the vibe that he is definitely a mentor figure. He is very he is quite amused with the happenings right now. And you can pretty much immediately make a connection between him and Larimar. And you probably do know who he.
We lost James.
Oh,
James, we lost you for a second there.
just for a moment.
Oh, you did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was weird.
Oh,
I thought it was
where
me.
did
He
where did I pop
he
out?
said you can immediately make a connection, and then you cut out.
Oh, you can immediately
The
make a
irony.
connection between him and Larimar. Irony is not lost on me. You can immediately make a connection between him and Larimar. And
Remember.
terrible memory.
No, you're supposed to be bad at naming things. God,
I'm also
get
bad
right.
at remembering things. I have bad ADD.
Good thing you recorded it.
And now I made you forget even more. You're welcome.
Oh jeez.
By distracting.
When he said "man in the moon," like what kind of vibe was that? Was that being like "man in the moon"?
Like-
Was that being
like intrigued.
intrigued? Okay.
But yeah, like you get the sense like he's a bit of a mentor figure.
Andrew, who did we lose now?
He's like a bit of a mentor
okay.
figure. He has a connection to the group, and you probably know him for like probably the same
Hmm.
like
But he died
Probably
and
know a
come
bit
back
about him.
to life.
like you would
That
know
would be
less
pretty
about
hard to
him than you
believe.
do know about the rest of the group. Know a couple things about him.
Okay. About this time I've rounded up the spell. So, what does the battle axe do?
We're casting on the Kobesh.
Oh, okay, the Kopesh.
Yeah.
I'm
She
going
tossed
to
the
be
battle
examining
axe
all three.
at you after you started casting the spell.
Okay, so I'll examine the
Um,
Kopesh first.
The Kopesh. The Kopesh is a Kopesh of fairies.
Kopesh.
The what now?
That is not the nice kind of fairy. That is the fairy as in Faeries.
Kopesh fairy. So it appears, well, it's a beautiful weapon. First of all, it's gold, of course, pure gold. Seems to have some kind of rainbow gift. There's a form to it, a rainbow form, that extends the blade.
I see
It'll
you
increase.
immediately found it in
Mhm.
the inventory.
It'll increase the damage of whatever you hit with it, and do a little bit of extra divine damage, if you will, with every attack. So, it's a fitting weapon for a person who wields a sword, if they were interested.
Tempest
Oh my.
Tempest already has a better weapon.
Actually, if I could see this weapon being wielded by an individual who needed an extra kick with every attack. So, do with that what you will. And yes, of course, and I hand it back to Tempest. It is called the Kopesh of Fairies, and you will have to zone in on the sword to use it.
You can say a tune.
A tune.
Zone.
If it's okay, I could go ahead and examine the battle axe. I'm going to grab a yellow pearl off of my belt this time, crush it in my fingers, grab another owl feather, and cast Identify ritually.
Alright, that'll take another 10 minutes.
I will do that.
Okay, let's do arm wrestling again.
Oh, jeez.
Margot, you're up now.
Leanti has gone back over to his bed, and he has grabbed some more tea now, which he hands you some. Like he makes offers to everyone. If everyone wants some tea.
I'll take it.
Yes, please.
Art will take some tea.
Aid you guys.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Also,
Welcome.
I'm down to arm wrestle. I'm not good at it, but I can try.
Oh,
Okay, let's try.
are you all arm wrestling?
I'm
Take the next
testing
round.
my dice right now. Which one is better right now?
I'm kind of scared of to arm wrestle Tora, but I think I'm now even more scared to arm wrestle Tempest.
I think I'm scared to arm wrestle anyone right now.
You can fight me first, and then you can fight Dora. You can fight Tempest.
Wait, that's you! I'm fighting two of you?
Yeah.
Alright, Laura ain't gonna do good at this, but that's fine.
Okay, let's please D&D Beyond, don't fail me.
Oh,
Don't make
what,
me
you're gonna
buy
nat 20?
dices. I
If you
can't
get a
have
nat
them.
20 try, I'm gonna laugh.
So everyone roll
Come on.
athletics.
I'm waiting.
Oh my god.
What did you roll?
23.
Oh, damn. Much
Yeah,
better.
Yeah,
my dice
I
are on your side.
You gave me your dice. I got a 4.
Oh
my
boy.
god.
I used up a bunch of my lay on hands.
That's a 4 for a total of.
A 4? I don't have any athletics. I have 0. This is
Oh,
straight
you know,
roll.
yeah, because you're not a strength monk.
I'm an acrobatic bitch.
Yeah.
I'm a bendy bitch.
Yeah. So, you grip Larimar's surprisingly soft hands, and immediately right down to the table, just whack. There's no resistance.
Ow! Again.
Tempest makes a little snort in her throat.
Again.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright, let's see where this one goes. What did you roll? I need to know. What did you roll?
16.
Another 23.
No,
16
this time.
total.
I did the 9.
Oh no.
What did Larimar roll?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, God, we're gonna have another broken fucking arm.
It wasn't. It was. Okay.
Ulrich, clean up on aisle 12.
Clean up on aisle 12.
I will grab my med kit.
Even
let
with
me
a
roll for
one, I
this
would
one.
have ate.
Let me roll. Give me a second.
I sneeze midway into it.
Oh god.
What's Larimar's AC?
19?
Um,
The fuck did you do to me?
okay.
There, your shoulder dislocates.
This time, Larimar, you are completely unprepared as you feel a sneeze, and you sneeze right as Tara brings down the hammer. And
what's going on?
no metaphor, but your
So
arm,
temporary.
like your elbow slides on the table and
Oh.
comes down on the edge and just snaps.
That's even worse.
Goodness, another broken arm.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
How much pain am I in? How much damage?
You don't feel the pain at first. Oh, that's gonna be 30.
Oh, great!
You don't feel it at first,
Oh, that was
and then you do.
interesting. Yeah, that was oh god. Oh fuck! Ow!
Oops.
just ouch.
This really hurts!
That was not
Are
my
you
intention.
alright? That looks like it's broken again.
Yeah!
Claw just like hits the floor.
This is why we don't goof around with incredibly high strength characters. Remember, Tara can lift a sedan. Larimar is
I'm surprised I
barely
didn't-
above average. Larimar is barely above average strength, and she arm wrestles someone who can lift a car.
Oh,
I'm
are you
fortunate that I didn't like rip off a whole arm from her whole body.
That looks like it's bent.
That's
a tiny
perfect. That was
awkward
that was
angle.
a perfect description, Mel.
I could. I'm in the middle of this. I could stop and cast a
Oops.
healing spell if you need.
Ulrich
I think-
is kind of there. That's his entire thing.
It's the fault of the tea. It's the fault of the tea.
like Larimar comes over to her, over to you, like holding her dangling arm.
I'm just trying to decide at this point. Do I use like the one herbalism kit I have to fix this, or do I
You
burn
can't
another
use an
spell
herbalism
slot?
kit to fix that. You have to use You have to use a
healer's
healer's kit.
Please.
Yeah, probably. Note to self: pick up a healer's kit next chance I get.
Yeah,
I don't have any
because
of those
you
currently.
have that better healer feat that I gave you.
Ulrich, I don't know who you're talking to, but please heal me.
If you don't have to get healings right now, I'll reckon in oh god, 4 minutes I could do something.
Oh,
It's
I
the
guess
fault of the
Oh,
tea.
I shouldn't let her wait with this. Ulrich's going to, as gently as they possibly can, touch the wound, and I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 3.
Roll to heal.
Good fucking lord, that's a high level spell slot.
I mean, at this point,
It's broken. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
16.
You go for 16. Your
That's not
arm snaps back into place, right? And you can hear the creaking and cracking as it comes back in. It still hurts like hell.
Yeah.
It looks like
and
it's
it's
still sprained or something.
and it's probably most definitely fractured still. So you should probably keep off it for a bit.
You do everything. You do everything with your arms. Aren't you a monk?
Yeah.
Isn't that your whole thing?
It's fine. I got feet. I got feet.
Give me a couple of minutes. Give me a couple of minutes, okay? Once I'm done identifying these things, I could give you a helping hand.
Take your time.
Leanti comes like rushing back over. He left his bed side where he has a bag, and he brings you his one healing.
No. No, don't need. I'm fine. It's fine.
Take it. And he just like kind of practically almost shoves it in your mouth.
Oh, goodness.
And you heal.
Did you just hiccup wild?
I gotta break my arm before anything.
Tempest looks over at Tora.
You guys are terrifying individuals.
You heal for another. You heal for another 11.
Okay.
It's the tea fault.
So
It.
you feel warmth spread through you, and your arm is no longer fractured. It's still sore and it still hurts, but it's probably fine. It's got a big bruise forming on it now, but you'll live.
Yeah, I've felt worse pain at once.
Are you
Tempest could fully heal it now with a 3 hit point on hands.
The inflict wounds on my shoulder was actually kind of worse.
No, Mel.
That's fine. I'm not.
Do you guys see the message Mel sent in Game Text channel?
I'm lying here.
What?
Mel sent a message in Game Text channel.
Yes, I mean, yes. Yeah, that hits a little too close to home. Have I identified this fucking battle axe yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is it?
It's a battle axe. It's a battle axe of Berserker.
It is like fucking battle axe.
The Berserker Battle Axe, I think that's what it's called. Or Berserker Axe. Something like that. Just put in Berserker.
How do you spell that?
BERDER.
I found it. It's a battle axe. Okay. So, well, it's a beautiful battle axe. Here's the problem with it. This item is definitely cursed.
Oh.
So, when you attune to this item, you do not want to part with it, and keep it within reach at all times. And you have disadvantage with attack rolls with weapons you make other than with this one, unless no foe is within 60 feet that you can see or hear.
Perhaps we should not use that one?
However, there's another interesting feature about it. When you use it and you damage, whenever somebody damages you or hits you or whatever, you have to make a wisdom saving throw, or you go absolutely batshit insane, and you have to attack the creature nearest to you. So, it's a quite powerful weapon, but because your hit point.
What is it? What is it called exactly? Remind me.
The Berserker Battle Axe. Your hit point maximum. You're going to be stronger, really a lot stronger, to be honest. But yes, it is definitely cursed.
That sounds like a weapon you really use.
Damn, Tora is like, damn, I almost carry that thing and use it. Oh.
Perhaps you should just stick to Shale Shatterer. I do not think that axe would be a wise decision.
Well, you could always donate it. My temple is always looking for interesting artifacts, and
I was about to say, donating it sounds like more like saying "fuck you" to somebody.
Well, we wouldn't use it. They're display items.
I can't find it in my homebrew.
Where did you find something like this? Was it in the Elven Temple you talked about before?
Elven Hooba?
You found it in the place where you met that druid, correct?
Oh,
yeah.
I couldn't find it because I was fucking misspelling Berserker.
I know. It took me a couple minutes too. I kept fucking misspelling it. Okay, so this item's old. It's obviously rare. There is somebody who would probably be willing to buy it off you just for the sake of having it. Maybe one of you should hold on to it, as long as you don't attune to it. You know, you should be fine.
Okay. And Tora is taking it with two fingers like me.
Ew.
If you don't want it, I could always carry it, but I mean, I won't use it, but I'm quite happy with my shield.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
I won't use it.
And what about the shields that Ulrich found?
I could examine that.
Art's gonna pass the
24.
shield
No,
over.
she would never fucking use that.
Good. You're a good person. All right, good.
I'm saying if this was Cass we were talking about.
I don't even think she can lift a battle axe, but that would be really funny to see. Okay, so I'll grab another feather. You guys see again that she pulls out these very, very beautiful, fancy owl feathers. She grabs one, spins it in her hands, grabs another pearl. This time her pearl is white. She crushes it in her hands, and she casts Identify for the 3rd time on the shield.
All right. It'll take you another 10 minutes.
That's fine. Talk amongst yourself. By the way, actually,
Jeopardy music.
as I'm waving my hands, I'm kind of curious now. Do you break each other's arms a lot?
No, I think this is
no,
actually the
this
first.
is
I think this is
a,
the first time they've broken an arm this campaign.
Because now,
Well,
honestly,
They've broken ribs. They've broken ribs before.
I
but
mean,
they-
we've broken.
Yeah.
all in the name of good fun. I'm quite curious.
Yeah,
I
Tara
wouldn't
got her
mind
ribs broken
challenging
by that
Tara
hill giant.
to an arm wrestle if she's interested.
Yeah, Tara got her
feel
ribs
like
broken
I'm-
by that hill giant whenever she took the
Oh,
massive chunk
yeah.
of damage. Right? Because I roll,
yeah.
dude. I roll by long term. I roll by the massive major injury table. If you guys take way too much, if you guys take a bunch of damage, like a huge chunk of your health away in one hit, that's gonna be a permanent damage. If I'm feeling really mean and because I'll roll on it, if I'm feeling really mean, you might lose an arm.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Just
I'm
warning
honestly
you now.
quite interested now. I wouldn't mind challenging Tara to an arm wrestle. I feel like I got a little bit left out of the breaking the arm party.
Are you sure about that?
It's not a very
Sure.
fun party.
Yes, I'm quite sure. I'm not entirely worried she's going to break my arm. She is large, but Larmar is quite small. So I think I have a little more.
And yet I broke her arm, and she broke her arm.
Well, I was watching. She seemed to be a little on edge.
I'd say Tara's a bit more waking up now.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Good.
So I'll cast on the shield. I'll wait 10 minutes, cast on the shield, and then I'll challenge Tara to an arm wrestle.
Yep. Okay, so the shield is a shield of glorious radiance.
Okay,
Oh.
so the shield.
Shield of.
Interesting. This shield is protective. It gives you resistance to godly damage and deathly damage. Necrotic and radiant.
That's it.
Quite
That's all it
Of
does.
course, and of course I can't use it.
No, you can. It doesn't require attunement.
Oh,
Wait. I mean, you don't have proficiency with shields, so no, you can't.
I was about to say.
If you'd like.
That would be more for Tempest, actually.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
Tempest,
Yeah, because Tempest doesn't have a magical shield.
not only that, but Tempest, your armor is plated, but you also have a goldish appearance about you. It would look quite nice with your plate. I'm quite happy with my shield, and this is your items, of course, so.
Oh,
If you-
well,
I say if you want a Tempest, I don't think I would be able to use it. So
We could also teach Ulrich how to use a shield. It would take some time.
A lot of
But-
time.
Take a lot of time, but practice makes perfect. There's
If
no
you guys
reason
have some
can't
downtime.
learn to use a shield.
I'll leave that up to you, Ulrich. If you would like to learn how to use it, then I'm more than happy to help teach you. Otherwise, if you would rather not, I can certainly take it, or we can find someone else in the party who needs it. But I will leave that up to you.
So I don't use shield, so yeah.
No, you're more of a two-handed weaponist, aren't you? Wouldn't be quite good for you, but
I feel it would be much more useful in your hands, Tempest.
All right. Well, I'm feeling a little greedy here. I have this Kopesh and now this shield and my Morning Star.
Would you really use the Kopesh though?
here's my question. Ulrich, do you carry a weapon with you?
I was actually just about to say the same
Hey,
thing.
like, wouldn't Sukra probably be the person who's best suited to use the Kopesh?
Yes. I noticed she has a very fancy dagger, but
Because if you think about it, right? So Sukra could very easily, right? And that Kopesh is a light weapon, so it is dual.
Okay. Crazy
I think
wazy.
I would like it.
Yeah.
The other question is do you actually carry a weapon with you, Ulrich? I didn't see one.
Oh no.
Nope.
Well, technically I do, but I've never used them, and I don't know if I ever will. It's more
Recommendation. Yeah, Sukra is the best person to have that Kopesh.
Now I'm curious. What weapon do you carry? I don't see anything on you, unless I do see something on them.
That's it. I've got a light crossbow and a pair of daggers in my inventory.
Okay, so yeah, we probably see that. Well,
They were in my starting They were with my starting equipment.
Oh, I thought we. Oh yeah, I thought we agreed to get rid of it. I guess we never took them out.
I mean, I can get rid of them if you want me to. Because I'm probably never gonna use them, honestly.
Yeah. We talked about literally just getting rid of them. I did.
Depends what you want for this cinematic
yeah,
moment.
them
Do
in
you
there.
want to be carrying a weapon for this conversation, or do you want to not be carrying a weapon for this conversation?
Yeah, they
no.
weren't supposed to ever be in there in the first place because we agreed not to put them in.
Okay, so you're carrying nothing on you? Well,
I do not carry anything on me. Only my crystal to cast my spells.
do you have any spells that do damage?
I went ahead and removed.
All
I'm gonna
right.
reload your character sheet.
So, did you remove the shield too, or do I still need to get rid of that?
There.
The shield you told me to put as a placeholder originally.
I just removed it.
So who is carrying the shield? Who's carrying the battle axe? And who's carrying the sword? Is Sakura taking the sword?
Julep.
She might still be having a bit of a headache.
That's fine.
Okay.
I think Julep should get the Kopesh. In all honesty, if going off of what James is saying, I think
because it would just mean more DPS, and it would just be more DPS, honestly. If she uses that as her main weapon and then the hilt as her secondary weapon.
Let me go see.
And Tempest, are you taking the shield?
Yeah, and then Tempest gets
yes.
that battle axe.
No one is using that thing under any circumstances.
Well, is someone going to carry it then, just in case we want to donate it or sell it?
Perhaps would you like to carry it, since you mentioned that your temple would probably benefit from it?
Well, I can carry it.
Or Tora, would you carry it if you swear that you will not use it?
Tora, would you ever consider using this battle axe?
Never in my wait. How she going to say that?
Your
After
weapon
dying,
is like 18 times
because of
better.
that thing. Yes, you think like I will exchange Shell Shatterer for that when I died for that thing?
You exchange Shell Shatterer?
No, I ask you if you think I would.
Can I insight check this?
Thank God.
Is she lying?
Wait, sorry, say that again.
I'm going to see if you're lying. If that's okay.
Okay, roll insight, because she kind of did. She
19.
like, I mean, like she's making a sort of joke, but at the same time, like, she's not lying. She did die.
So I'm making a face like really. No, I'm really not taking that battle axe. I can carry it for you.
Like she's
but
making
no way
an
I'm going to use
obviously
that.
incredulous statement.
Okay.
So you can
Tempest sighs with relief, like, oh, thank God, thank Glory Mother.
So yeah, if you'd like to carry it, you can. Just in case it comes up that somebody wants to buy it later, or sell it, or donate it, or whatever it is.
More money, that's always better.
Okay, so you can go ahead and you can take it. I'm gonna hand it back to her. But I was serious about that arm wrestle. I am interested.
Dear.
Oh goodness.
Also, side note before we continue, I hung up on Julep's end because she passed out from her headache. I tried to wake her up once, and her eyes she's very sore in the eyes, so I'm gonna let her sleep.
Okay, no problem.
Poor thing. Hope she feels better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She's gotta get up.
She's
gotta get up to go to work at 5 a.m. So
I did say she didn't have to on with the session.
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge Tora to an arm wrestle.
Also, guys, Ulrich is carrying exactly 69 pounds now. Nice.
James, quick question. Am I updating my inventory, or are you gonna update it for the shield?
You can add it. It's called the shield.
I did the Berserker Battle Axe. That's the kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Just don't equip it. And then...
Shield of Golden Radiance.
It's in the backpack. I'm not equipping
yeah, Shield
it.
of Golden Radiance, not Golden Radiance.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and add the Kopeshta.
Okay.
And
oh my god, I
personal.
forgot. Sukura still has her starting gold. She hasn't made any gold. She hasn't made any money.
What? How is that possible?
She's a poor ass bitch.
She's the road.
Okay.
We all
I'm
split the
wrestling.
money
Let's
from
go.
Dragonheart. How is that possible? Okay, I'm gonna grab your hand and I'm going to start to flex.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Tempest is like immediately standing. She's like, she immediately zooms over to the table to stand next to both of them. Like, okay, who am I healing? Who am I healing? Who am I healing?
Oh, 17.
Lorimer has completely forgotten about her
just,
broken arm and like what happened, and now is zoomed in on this. Like, so excited.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 23.
Oh, you beat me.
Yikes. Natural 20. So, alright. That, Katie sits down with Tara. And that was actually, it was only a 6 difference. Even with the natural 20. Because Tara has a +7 to athletics. Yeah, sit there. And it goes back and forth for a little bit before Katie grips a little harder. And boom! Right down to the desk.
Woo!
That was fun.
Tara is laughing.
It's always the second one out of three that goes wrong. But again.
Leanne, okay, you guys gonna do it again?
Sure. I haven't done this in a really long time. It's quite fun.
Tempest's jaw is just like hanging open.
Okay, let's do
go,
it.
shall we? Okay. Not great.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Oh my god, I saw the one going in front of my face. 16. Tara is getting tired.
17, very slightly better. Okay. With that, this one is way more close. It's long and arduous as as Katie's hand gets really close to hitting her side, but then she barely pulls it back, and Tara gets really close, and that goes back and forth for a little bit before finally Tara finally her knuckles tap the table. It's over.
Woo! That was quite close that time. You're really strong.
Yeah. I think I'm fully awake now.
You get the sense, right? That Tara is definitely nowhere near her full strength right now.
So Tempest can fight, can be Aura in an arm wrestle.
Katie, you were able to very obviously tell that Tara is nowhere near her full strength because she blitzes you in full strength.
Oh,
Katie's right. So Katie, right? Her maximum like push drag lift is 480. Tara's is 1180.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's
or 1080. Sorry, 1080. It's a 600. It's a 600-pound difference.
How often have you arm wrestled? Maybe it's just down to experience. I haven't done this since I was
like
man.
Tara's bicep is bigger around than your head.
Yes, that's I'm only 5'7", so you tower over me.
I think
she's almost
I'm
2 entire feet taller than you. Yeah, because you would definitely still be recovering because coming back, being revived is very difficult.
Do you?
And I got waken up by someone waiting. Wake up!
Do you arm wrestle a lot? Where are you from, Todd? Do you arm wrestle a lot with the people where you're from?
I used to, but it's been months since I've seen them. Actually, I need to go visit my parents.
Oh,
according to Closing River, I need to go there.
Yes, the Glory Mother ordered us to go see her clan.
She didn't order you. She said that you should. She didn't say order. She didn't order you.
Sorry, not
just
ordered. Yeah,
she basically
she
just said,
suggested.
"Hey." Yeah, she was just like, "Hey, you guys might want to know that." She was like, "Hey, you guys might want to know that there's something going down here in 20 days at this place."
Just so you know, Katie,
the
Glory Mother. Just so you know, Katie, the Glory Mother threatened our life.
No, she did not.
She threatened you.
No. She told us that something will be happening to Tora's village in 20 days, and that we should hurry there.
And Tora is like, and I think it's time I go see my moms again.
You haven't seen them in some time. Is it true?
Yeah. And after this death experience, I think it's time I go visit family.
I know what you mean. It's always very important to go back to the people that we care about when we're missing them.
Yeah,
I
since I
understand
have nice
entirely.
parents. Nice parents compared to the others.
Yeah, that makes honestly, it makes perfect sense. I know what it's like to be apart from someone for a long period of time. It's good to, you know, as they say,
Katie.
reconnect. Yes.
Leonti sits on his team. First arm.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Very calmly finishes his tea, puts it on the platter, sets the tiny little thing down.
I'm surprised he
And
didn't
you have
challenge
Rocky
Tora,
music.
seeing that
You have
Tora
your
broke
Rocky
my
music
arm.
behind.
Can if I look at Leonti's face, is there an ulterior motive behind this?
Roll insight.
Yeah, I want to do the same thing.
It seems very out of character for him.
I want to see if Leonti win. I really wish to say Adrienne.
My insight is cracked. 21.
I got 26.
26.
I rolled a natural 20.
And Lamar's like, I'm done with your shit, Leonti. What the fuck's going on?
Is there?
Laramar could probably honestly, Laramar could probably read Leonti like a book.
Mm-hmm. What's the alternative motive here, Leonti? What are you doing?
Both of you get the sense that Leonti's testing Katie on something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quite know what, but he's testing.
Larmar's going to be biting whatever fingernails she had.
Because Leonti wouldn't usually arm. Not the type for showy.
Mm-hmm.
Showy little.
Okay. Let's give it a try. This is quite fun. I haven't done this in a very long time, so.
Neither have I, honestly. Down with his arm out.
As I clasp my hand in his, how long would you say it's been for you since you arm wrestled last? I haven't flexed yet. I'm just standing there, waiting for his signal to go.
More than 35 years, at the least.
35? Does he look like a young man, or not really?
At most, mid-30s.
Okay. 30 years
but
ago.
he is very obviously a half-elf.
30 years ago. Oh, that's quite a long period of time. I'm going to wait.
That's really cutting the ground. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready to go. And on his cue, I'll start flexing.
All right.
Flex.
He gives a little 3, 2, 1. Roll athletics.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
What'd you get?
18.
Ooh.
Yeah, he rolled a 19.
Oh.
Oh, so close.
And considering his athletics, that's over 30.
Oh,
what?
Oh!
Wait, that he rolled a 19, so it's over 30?
His arm sits perfectly still. It hasn't moved an inch, and you are pushing as hard as you can against it. It hasn't moved an inch. And he very slowly, without a strain, brings your hand down. Are you using strength?
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm not. Would you like me to?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go
And he
ahead
sets
and use
his
my
arm out again.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my channel divinity to give myself proficiency in athletics.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Oh dear.
This
got too serious. This bonding moment became serious.
It's only arm wrestling,
All right.
but yes, okay.
Roll athletics.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm not even joking. I just rolled a natural 20.
Oh boy.
Which makes it a 29.
Bloody hell!
Oh no.
Know what he rolled?
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So he
For
got what?
real?
Oh my god.
He got like what? A
Would you like to
31?
know? Would you like to know what it was?
Was it like 34? 33?
37.
Oh my goodness.
so he has a plus
Roll your
17.
guidance. Add your guidance.
Oh,
It's the
that's
same
right.
as his acrobatics bonus.
Oh, I got a 4. So that would be
My god, Yancy's buff.
33.
He doesn't look buff. That's the thing. Like he is toned. Like he's toned. Like because life of tradition, like monk worship and stuff like that. So for a total of 33, right?
Yes, yeah, 33.
So the desk underneath actually cracks from the strain. And you are pushing, like Katie, you are pushing with as much power as you can muster. Your full divine power you've put into this, along with your own natural strength, and Leonti is still quite without much strain, pushing you to pushing your hand down, and he's like, and he stops just before your hand hits the table. You're using your strength.
Oh my god.
Yes, but you have
And your
features up your sleeve.
knuckles tap the table.
Good game.
What is that bug magic?
Yes.
There's more to you than I thought there was.
Jesus, Lanty.
I tell you, it's the tea.
He
What kind of tea have you
stands
been
up and shrugs at you,
drinking?
Laramars. I thought I saw something. I didn't.
What? Okay, now you are being very rude.
I thought directed at me.
Not as like a slight or anything. He's just genuinely saying he thought he saw something, but he didn't. He guesses he did. Like not as like an insult or just like I thought you were cool. Like not like that.
Yeah.
That comes off of it though.
It's yes, I
Yeah, but
understand
Leonti also has like a terrible charisma. So
Yeah.
at the end of the
Yeah,
day, there
Yancy
is
is like
an
really
important
bad at
thing
his
to
kind of
remember.
things.
Despite my connection to the man in the moon, I am quite ordinary. So even I can't beat a monk with years of experience. It's fine.
Larmer's gonna start coming up to Lanty and then start poking him at the head.
it's like you poke him in the head and he like kind of What?
Rude!
At least he didn't break her arm.
It's okay, Larimar. I'm not
Hey,
offended.
at least I didn't break her arm.
I am really
I have
sorry
more
about
control
that.
than that. He looks over. He gets
Wait,
points
he
at
said he
Mortara.
at least I have more control over that?
I have more. He said I have more control than.
Tempest actually
I
looks like a.
just
Tempest actually
woke
looks
up
like
from
a
the dead.
big puppy. Tempest looks like a big
Larmer's gonna
puppy
start
dog.
like poking him harder.
Okay, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And to be fair, he has quite a bit of experience under his belt. What monastery do you serve?
As you ask that, he stops how he was walking over to the bed. Don't serve any.
Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's fair. Sometimes organization and personality don't mesh. Totally acceptable. Do you have a surname?
And Gothy.
And Gothy.
Yes, you do know the surname. Knowledge, Claire. It's not big. It's just like, and it's an old money family from northern Sathioqua.
Okay.
Nothing,
Well, it's good to
nothing
meet
big.
you.
No Watt ring, nothing like that.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it's good to meet you, Mr. Rangothi. I'm Katie
Please
Abiesi.
don't call me.
It's
Call me Leon.
very well. Leonty, that's fine. That's fine. So, I am at your service. To you all. What is it that you need to do?
Well, at the present, we will be leaving to assist Tora's village once we fully recovered.
We don't even know what is going to happen.
But the Glory Mother told us that we should be on our way very soon.
Or is there anything that you feel like you would need to be concerned about in regards to the protection of your village? Any reason it could be in danger?
Do I know something, maybe?
Yeah,
Yes?
yeah. I mean, Swaina is currently at war over land with Celtia, and your village is kind of like on the border.
Oh my god, I'm full Zarya right now.
So it's kind of like in the middle of it all?
Yeah.
Not quite, but it's pretty close.
So this could definitely be some
Tora
kind
is
of...
like thinking like, oh, I think it's war is coming up to my village.
So is this more of an evacuation mission or more of a relocation or...
No, I'm just going maybe to help them protect the village.
Okay, well, if we arrive sooner than the Glory Mother expected, we could even warn them. They could be prepared for what's coming.
For that, we need to reach that point. It seems it's like a really long way.
Are we traveling by foot, or is there someone who could drop us there?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a
Tara's,
means.
the place does not have a teleportation circle because it's a Goliath village.
Okay.
And Laramar's mom cannot take you there because Laramar's mom never been there.
Okay, so and there's no teleportation.
Teleportation spells usually only work if you've been there and know the place, or like have a drawing of it.
Okay, and
or like
there's no
it's a very popular place that people know.
And there's no place closer to where we already are now to that.
Not most of Theltia, just like Australia, most of Theltia lives on the coast.
Okay.
Which includes Mudrock. Mudrock is pretty close.
So we would travel by horseback then? Or something else?
Unfortunately, we do not have horses. We did have them, but they were back in the capital for what remains
could very
of it.
easily supply that.
Ooh.
Plus, the Emperor could. The Emperor could definitely supply you with high quality steeds and chariots.
We could also go by... I'm sure the temple has something if we couldn't get the Emperor's approval, but if there's someone here we could ask, we could get a head start or a jump. Is there anything anybody needs to get to prepare before we leave for such a venture?
We should probably restock supplies.
I was about to ask, actually, when exactly did we want to head out? I know as soon as possible, but...
Kind of about that.
Tempest had to snap still Aramar.
Poking her fingers together in the not know what to say kind of way. I kind of was giving it some thought, especially after Kaz's letter.
Laramar.
She'll stop when when Tempest says her name. And if she does...
Oh, sorry.
No, keep going.
No. Just Tempest just says her name.
Larimer will look at her really with her ears pinned down. I actually thinking of staying here for the time being. I want to be there with all of you. And what Kaz's letter kind of said, in a way, made me think more about that. I have a lot of stuff I feel like I need to be working out between this whole family I've kind of just met, but more so just learning to be stronger for you all. I kind of feel like I need to be stronger to help you all, because I feel like there's something coming up that is gonna affect us all, and I want to be there for you.
You feel as if your path is splitting.
In a way, or at least I feel like if it doesn't split, we might not develop as strong of a team as we could be. I don't want to leave, and I don't want to split off, because in all of reality, even though I've suddenly met this family that I thought about for so long, in reality, you guys ended up feeling like my first family in a way. Like a big family. And ever since we all met at Red Post, it's felt like that. That's kind of why I want to stay, though. Because I feel like if I keep going, I won't be as strong as I think I could be to help you all. I hope that makes sense. And she's gonna, get her voice really quiet down, and, the silence seems like it's looming.
Katie will look around and see if anyone's going to respond before she does.
Leanti, besides you, does, kind of, rub your back. It's like, yes, I think I'll stay too. Find a place.
Tempest is going to walk up to Larimar, just stand in front of her for a very long moment, just completely silent.
I'm really sorry. I don't mean to upset you at all.
She's gonna grab her in the biggest bear hug ever.
Oh. She'll hug
just
as tight.
Just there.
Hug just as tight.
Ulrich's just gonna move around behind her and just kind of place a comforting hand on her shoulder.
And Katie.
On whose shoulder?
Awkward. And Sukura just off to the side.
Can I try to get everyone?
Yeah, sure.
Mars.
Group hug?
Yeah,
can I carry them all?
Grab them into
easily.
Oh, okay, so I group
Ulrich
carry
weighs
them all.
5 pounds.
Grab everyone into hug.
Yeah, you can easily carry them all.
No.
Just big old bear hug. Put them all up.
Katie will stand there, cross her arms, watch, nod her head.
You taking Sukura in with it?
Yes.
Looking very feisty but resigned.
I find interesting about you, Larimar. I told you earlier that I was interested in fate.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of many of the domains the man in the moon circles, he's always kind of had a thing for fate.
I'm just picturing this whole discussion going on while Larmar is still trapped in the group hug.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you believe that you can change your fate?
Ooh.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
Normal will like think, do I believe I could change my fate? I mean, I think my fate's changed about 20 times since I've met all of these guys.
Fair. You know, I've heard many stories about people who try and alter fate. Change it to the whims of their desires. Mess with the bends of reality.
Alarmer will like look over to Leancy on that note.
The funny
He
thing about
stands
fate,
stony and stoic.
and we get a lot of stories that come to the Lunar Requiem. Lots of people who have tried and failed to make fate their own. But what I think is interesting about you, Larmar, is you bend like tree branches. You sway and shift and turn and make your decisions based on the people around you, the things that impact your life. I personally think that those people, those are the ones who have actually figured out fate. It's like a coin flip or a throw of the dice. Don't doubt yourself.
Quite poetic.
Nice little fourth.
Try not to doubt this decision. I can see it already eating at you. It's been quite literally 30 seconds since you told this group.
Yeah. And we're still trapped in a group hug.
Yeah.
I
However, it
think
does
the
not let
reaction
go.
alone, the reaction alone, these people will be here for you. So try not to worry too much about the little details.
That means a lot, actually. Thank you.
No problem.
I hope that you'll be staying with these guys a little longer to give them a hand.
I plan on it. There's, it's interesting. A very strong current pulling in this direction. I'll see where it goes.
Then I like this current. It's a nice current.
I think you're all following the current, if I'm honest. I mean, you're doing this. I imagine you're
What's Katie's passive?
22.
Keep on.
The thing that I'm finding the most interesting about this is I feel like I've been sent to guide you on a quest of fate, a push to help you bend in the trees a little more, and some of you still have a little bit of ways to go. But your other friend, she left to control her own fate before I even arrived, and now you are staying behind. This is already off to a positive start.
Oh.
And as you say that, Katie, you smile a little at rings connecting everything, standing out
So cute.
like a beautiful woven tapestry.
Huh. I see it? Like with my eyes?
Yeah, faintly there.
With your eye spheres?
What color is it? The string.
An indescribable one. Not one that has a name.
Do any of the strings go outside the room?
Yes, all of them converge.
Is there one connected
into me.
to... Is there one connected to Leonti?
Yes. Everyone in the room.
Including myself? Or excluding myself?
For once, you can finally see them for just a moment.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
You know, and
Very good.
you know that you've been just a moment. Light. Light.
Huh. Yes, this is very good. I
Tempest
apologize for
gives-
making such a hard decision.
Tempest gives Larimar a little more of a squeeze.
Yeah, Normal will keep squeezing.
Fortunately, Katie is.
And Tempest whispers to Larimar, "Safe." Please be safe.
Oh. I should be telling you the same thing. You'll be
Don't worry about me, y'all. I'll manage.
Yeah.
She broke my
can
arm, so I think
y'all
she's fine.
manage a little bit better than me. I'm a little squishy.
Oh, you're squishy, bud. You're my squishy.
No. Larimar will like start tearing up and she'll hug her tighter.
Oh.
I've never been called someone squishy before.
Tempest is like, you're my squishy sister.
Oh.
All still in the bear hug.
And then Larimar will be like, oh, wait, and she'll let go. I forgot.
No.
Lamar just whoop slides out.
Squishy and sleepy. Slippery.
Before I forget.
No, hold it. No, a second here. So you're just leaving me in Dora's arms?
Yeah, you guys are hugging each other now.
Now you're squished together with Sukra and Ulrich. Sukra looks a lot. She was already uncomfortable. Now she looks even less comfortable.
Davis just turns like a dark shade of bronze.
Larimer's gonna actually start taking off the rings and some of the stuff she's been wearing and stuff. She's gonna be taking off her the ring of protection, the ring of free action, and her clockwork amulet. And she'll hand it to all of them.
Giving away all of the family heirlooms family gave you?
Yes. My family, the Kurgendai family, they gave me these today for my birthday as heirlooms. But you guys are also my family, and not only do I need to be stronger with myself, my abilities, I want you guys to have these to keep yourself safe. Maybe push your guys' self a little farther on your guys' journey.
Who's getting what?
It's a candy pick.
Don't forget. Are you handing them the ring of holding, or are you keeping that one for yourself since it's
That's my signet, so I might keep that because
they do have a portable hole. So
yeah, that rings a
we
little.
didn't use.
that one's your. That's your special one.
Mm-hmm.
Tempest has a portable hole anyway, so.
Katie wants to I have a portable what now?
Cass
have a portable
gave you
hole.
a portable hole.
I was saying, is that the same one we brought back from the?
Yes.
Yes.
So it does have.
Yeah.
So it does have like a bit of a caveat to it, which is that it can only carry like gold and treasure.
Can't carry magical items.
It's up to you guys what you want. I think it would work all well with you. I could see it protecting some of you or making it easier for you guys to travel.
Katie will leave that. I believe this is for you two guys to share. I've only just arrived, so.
Yes, Tara, would you mind putting me down, please?
Are you sure?
Kevin's face just like deadpan, just like
I
You're just like practically squished up against Tara's face.
I imagine because of how Dexy or at least like how like tiny Ulrich and Larm or not
Ulrich could very easily just slip out and wiggle out, and Sukra is currently in the process of trying. She has failed every single roll so far.
Oh,
oh god!
She was running on his stuff.
Poor Sukra. She never can leave.
You can never leave the hug.
You cannot escape the group hug. It is eternal.
I mean, Tora is like, try to free yourself. Let's see.
Maybe it'll be easier for the group to decide if you let them know what your things do.
Yeah. So this ring, it's a ring of protection. It could be used to make any of you guys stronger, the harder to hit. Could also help you when something kind of pops up on you a little bit. This one makes it so you can travel even in the most difficult of terrain without any trouble. You also can't be paralyzed or restrained, or you just move really quickly. You move like me. A little. Not really. Probably better, but still.
That might be best for somebody who hits things really hard, relies on hitting things exclusively, and has no magic to aid them.
Mm-hmm. And I might need a little bit better help explaining the Clockwork Amulet, James. I will say that one was always hard for me to.
It's got like a bunch of like shifting and turning gears inside of it, and once per day, can just you can on an attack roll you can just instead of rolling to hit, just take a 10. Just roll a 10 automatically.
Yeah.
And then you can add your bonus.
And this one, you can just kind of change fates a little bit. Change the fates of what you attack, how you hit. This one's specifically from my mother. It's a little confusing even to me, but...
Well, that's quite interesting. Would you like my professional advice as a studier of the arcane?
Well, since you're going to be also helping our little family out, yes.
If you're giving away the items, I think you should give Ulrich the protection ring.
That's what I was actually thinking too.
I think Tempest should have the one that allows you to change fate, since she seems to be the kind of person who hits things very, very hard, but maybe only once or twice. And Tara, the person who relies on pure brute and strength to maneuver and attack.
Yeah, that's the you say pure brute and strength, but her entire thing is being like a really smart tactician. She's big, massive, and uses brute strength for a lot of things, but she is like, and Tara's actually pretty intelligent.
That's
strategist.
Like don't just went by the cover.
Tara is supposed to be a master strategist, pretty much.
I feel like I'm.
And I have you, my lovers.
So I feel like I'm going to let you three, four. I'll let you.
Do you need help counting? I kind of forget how to count sometimes too.
Yeah, 3. It's 3. It's 3.
It's 3. Okay, I'm going to just very briefly go step outside for a moment. I just need some air. But you all discuss this and have your moments.
Thank you.
And she'll not bow her head and quietly exit.
And then you just
Leonti, you notice that Leonti falls out after.
Falls me?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm picturing like is Tempest still in Tora's arms?
Does anyone else acknowledge? Does anyone else see, or is it just me that sees him do this?
Everyone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say you guys are too focused on it to realize that Leonti stepped away.
Okay.
Because he is the quiet type.
Yeah.
Just doesn't say anything, just kind of leaves.
I
mean, has Tara put them all down by now?
Yeah, put them down.
Sukra's finally free. She failed every single one of those rules.
She got pity out of Sukira.
Every single one. Every single one.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Tempest is finally on the ground now.
Lorimer will look at her things and she's like,
all right, I'm gonna pull Shelby into the one chat. You guys discussed that ring.
Oh wow.
Actually, before you go, James, I have a quick out of character question. Yeah. Since it is being suggested, and I was considering it myself, because it's the only one I can really use.
Yes.
Is Ulrich able to attune to the Ring of Protection?
Yeah. Protection.
Yeah.
It's basically
I just want to double
made
check,
to.
'cause
It's basically
It's made for
made to
spellcasters,
artificially
yes.
increase spellcaster AC.
Yes. For sure.
Yay, Ulrich's less squishy now.
Very
Yeah.
slightly. You still don't have mage armor for some reason. Get mage armor, man.
It's a good spell.
I was considering it with the last level
Yeah,
up
with
until you
that-
suggested the level 4 spell I should probably get, which I did.
Yeah. You have a +1 dexterity, and so you have an 11 armor class. Now a 12
my
thanks to the
goodness.
Ring of Protection.
Mhm.
And you have 30 hit points.
But the Ring of Protection also gives you advantage. Oh no, it's just armor class. I'm thinking of the Cloak of Protection. Never mind.
And a
Cloak of Protection
+1 to
doesn't give you
saving
advantage
throws.
either.
Gives you advantage on saving throws.
Yeah. Yeah, it says +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
And then the Cloak of Advantage, or the Cloak of Protection, it does the exact same thing as the Ring of Protection.
I believe one of them gives you saving throw advantage.
I would say Ring of Protection just says
Yeah, no,
+1 to
Cloak is
saving throws.
Yeah, Cloak of Protection is the exact same thing as the Ring of Protection.
You gain a +1 to AC and saving throws while you wear this cloak. In the Ring of Protection, yep, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my bad. Okay. We popping into a one-on-one. What the fuck is
Oh
going
god.
on?
Normal, like look at all this stuff. And she'll
Oh my god.
think
She'll There's a one-on-one chat in the server. I was gonna pull you into that.
Oh fuck. Do you want to go to that?
Oh man.
I'll go into that. One sec.
Oh, there, I have to physically pull you into it. So, and you left the chat before I could.
Whoops. Sorry.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. All right. So Leonti follows you out into the hallway.
Very quickly. I know the basics about Leonti, that he's mysterious. Do I know that he's a shadow monk? With that insight roll I made earlier?
You know that he's a monk, and he has like the shadows he casts seem deeper. That's
Do I
about
get
all
the
you can
vibe that
get.
he's lived longer than he maybe is set off to be? Like an off
No,
vibe?
there's a lot of there's a lot of things that you can't get off of vibes.
Okay, that's fine. So
You're not a mind reader.
fair enough.
You may
I'll
have
just walk
20.
down the hallway.
You may have like a 22 insight. You're not a mind reader.
Fair enough. I'll just walk down the hallway about 80 feet.
Follows you out. He's got his hands behind his back.
I'll turn to him and smile. Knot my hands together. You obviously want to talk, so something bothering you?
I know you're not who you.
You do. And let me ask, what do you know about me? I can
Seen
tell you. Seen me before.
long time.
Well, unless you're from Starbird, I can guarantee that you weren't a miner, so I know nothing about you. Don't know how you could have seen me before. I
Acolyte
do
of
have one
Man
of
in the
those.
Moon. Acolyte of Man in the Here's mysteriously know a lot more than.
I'm studious. None of that is off-putting. I have one of those faces. I know I do. I've been mistaken for other people before. You're gonna have to be more specific, and I certainly have never seen you before. Have I seen him before? I'm assuming I've seen him before.
Roll history. Roll an intelligence check to jog your memory.
I know what you're talking about, but I want to see if she remembers. Oh, natural 20. That was a waste of a natural 20, but natural 20 for a fucking Jesus 26.
Yep. You, like think about it for a moment, and you're like, I have seen him like a long time ago on one of your old missions.
Mm-hmm. What do I remember about what I saw? It was it was the time the wizard blew himself up, but do I remember where he was? Do I remember what he was doing?
You had to. Well, on your like thing when you were going around to find to the wizard's family, finding out where he is, what's going on with him. He was one of the guys you had to go to.
So have we spoken?
Yeah.
Part. Hmm. I'm gonna play dumb. I'm just. Look, I've got one of those faces. But I've never seen you before.
Roll deception. He's got a fucking insane passive insight, so good luck.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a natural 18 for a 21.
His passive insight is higher than yours. And he's obviously rolling insight, so
That's fine.
roll insight for him.
Okay.
He got a 30. You can tell that he obviously knows you're lying.
I'm just gonna smile.
Can't lie to me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Genuinely. But while we're on the subject, you seem to be a lot more than you say you are as well.
I said that I am. I have not said. I am a monk. I have lived. I am no longer in a monastery. I am.
Right.
I have not lied.
Do you have any reason to?
Not anymore.
Lucky you.
Yes, lucky me. You don't have to tell the other, but don't keep it from all the worse when you find out. Trust me.
What
I
exactly,
know.
if, let's just say, you're right, which you're not. Let's say you are.
I
Let's
am.
say there is more to me than what meets the eye. What do you possibly think this could be? I'm
Well,
an acolyte.
I like to think I'm a smart man. I think I've thoughts. Appeared out of nowhere. Long, long time ago. Asking about my brother. Disappeared mysteriously, along with my brother. And then now you reappear. Talking about the same fate and the moon.
So this other person was interested in fate as well. Coincidence.
I can
Look,
see eyes.
yes? Then say it. What do you think I am?
An awesome eye.
No, I'm not.
Huh. Quite obvious.
Hmm.
Smell of divine magic on you, not just from the cleric.
That's why you've been side-eyeing me for the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You think that I'm here for some divine mission from the man in the moon. Fascinating because
Oh, you
you
said
seem
it.
like a smart individual. You would know that the man in the moon doesn't speak.
No,
You would.
but you've already told me and already told us about how the man feelings you. And well, that's about the same that time that I asked, why did the man said, I don't quite know entirely. Feeling.
If that were true, what's the game? What's my end goal?
I don't know. And
Well, one look at me and you would know that I mean no harm.
No, not. Why do you?
You lived in a monastery once, don't you understand the need for secrecy? Quiet. The need to keep things to yourself, not just for the safety of those around you, but safety of so much more than that. You haven't even grasped a fraction of the story. I haven't admitted to nothing. And I haven't said anything. I don't have to. Yes, you think so? Then, if that were true, you would know my end goal. You would know my aim. You would know where I'm
All
from.
you either protect fate, advance things. I think you're sure that the right things happen.
I wouldn't
Right?
even know what the right things are.
But whatever the right thing is, it had better be. If not, well, I know a way to.
Huh. Enlighten me. Assuming you're right.
On how to kill an.
Yes.
No.
Do I know how to kill an angel?
Roll a. Roll roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Ooh, I'm really good at that. Ooh. 24?
Uh. Well, have you been to any of like crazy forbidden archives?
Um.
You know, like the stuff that
Ooh.
the Man Moon tells you not to go in them.
Oh, no. Well,
Then no, you don't know it. You don't know anyway.
if
As far as
if
you know, it's impossible to kill.
if Eonvi has dealt in that dealing, which I guess she's an NPC, so it's up to you. She might have heard something from her wife, especially if it the knowledge spooked her or
Even
scared
with the
her.
24, this stuff is such hidden knowledge that even a 24 probably wouldn't do. If you had keen mind, maybe.
Hmm. Are you threatening me?
I am. Why? Hypothetically. Understand and having your life threat. Angels don't normally die. Must be a new. I envy.
Huh. So here's the funny thing about mortals. Um, they have such an interesting outlook to death. If you are right, and I were to die right now and appear somewhere else, even then your threat is empty. I just return where need be.
Don't understand. That's what I meant when angels die. They get killed. Just back on wherever their god. But I know a you.
Hmm.
Stand that threat. The
I do.
separation. That
You understand what
loss.
it's like to trust someone, something, so deeply that threats like this don't bother you?
Yes, I was a fool. But that purpose.
You best be careful and not insult your elders. Horrible things can happen to people who are disrespectful. But you're lucky that I'm nice. And I don't
Am
see a
I?
need in empty threats. You're a monk. I'm a librarian.
Lighten me.
I'm not a threat to you. I never intended to be. You deeply mistrust me. And while I understand why you think that after this long, you might be able to let something go. You understand what it's like to just do a job, don't you? Good. Then you understand that that's what I'm doing here? My job. This is the one
That's why I
thing.
haven't killed. But if any of them die, stay dead.
Deep attachments for a monk. Thought that was forbidden. I'll turn and I'll walk away. Back into the room.
Entire room darkens, and you feel yourself freeze. I mean, I guess roll a wisdom saving throw. I don't think you're high enough to pass the DC.
24?
Nope, not past the DC.
Wow.
This one has a really fucking high DC. If you haven't realized at this point, I evolved a Leanti from a character sheet. He now has his own monster stat block.
Okay.
Yes, that means special ability. Including this one. Feel yourself freeze in place as everything darkens around you, and for the first time, can't feel a connection to your. Not done.
I snap my fingers. Does my fingertips light? Like with the light cantrip?
Yes, but it immediately turns black, and you take 10 necrotic damage.
I'm resistant to necrotic damage, so I take 5. I'm gonna grip my teeth. Cool trick. What do you want? And he sees for the first time that this is what she actually sounds like. What do you
Yeah.
want?
I've already. I don't care about your. All I care that their fates. In quotation. See him as if he's fully lit. If Cass were here, she would recognize this as the exact same void that she's been in many times during her nightmares. If Cass were here.
If you were here. You've already said your threat. I'm not interested in your threat. What I am interested in is the fact that all of a sudden, you seem to think that my intention is to harm them. I'm a cleric. I'm well capable of keeping mortals alive.
I don't know what your intention. Man in the Moon is. But I want to make clear, I don't think you're getting, is that I don't care what the Man in the Moon wants you to do. You ensure their survival. If fate deems that they die, you will change fate.
That is my goal. Do you seriously think that I'm here for any other reason? You think I'd be nice if the man in the moon wanted them dead?
Don't know what the man does anymore. Wants any I do.
I see a connection. Threads that are driving me nuts because somehow they're connected to you, and I don't understand it. And frankly, I don't really like it because I don't think you're the best influence for them either.
I'm not.
Then why do you think that they need your protection? Why can't you stay out of it? I know enough about you to know that your past runs deeper than whatever scandal this group has gotten themselves into. So why don't you do them a favor and back off? Why do you keep yourself connected? I heard about what happened in Deselakir. I watched bits and
Afraid?
pieces of it.
Flattening.
No. Your friends attacking them. Your former allies beating the hell out of them. So, threaten me all you want. But for God's sake, don't act like you're any better for them than I am. At least my intentions right now are set on their well-being. Why don't you look in a mirror? And I'm going to continue to try and walk away.
You are still frozen in place.
This is
Cannot
childish.
move.
And it's not only childish, it's pretty telling, don't you think? You're willing to hold me here? Is this a way for you to get out your frustrations somehow?
No, it's funny because with I'm talking as it's funny because with like literally any other character, right? She would have gotten through to like she like her digs would have gotten to them very fast. She has very good digs. High wisdom means very easily picking people apart. But here's the thing. Lienti's wisdom is higher than hers. So,
Yeah.
uh,
It's not
you're
that they're
not
not big, they're
like
she's
you're
being
not
so genuine.
yeah, like all of this, it it doesn't seem like it's cracking him at all. Whatever he is determined to get across has not changed, and like he does not he from what you can tell with your high insight, right? Um, whatever it is that he's dead set on getting across to you, that he just doesn't believe he's gotten it yet.
My words are wasted on you. You gonna let me go?
And his uh eyes like go completely black as he's like looking deeper, almost looking at something.
Is he trying to pierce my mind? Is that what's happening? Is he trying to get
Um,
personal information out of me?
let me check the um. You know what? It's not exactly that, but I'll rule it as something similar.
I do not want him getting at my personal information. Whatever I can do to resist that, I will do so.
As a knowledge cleric, do you have any resistance against this kind of stuff yet?
Um. Uh. I can do my holy shit. I can do my channel divinity, knowledge of the ages.
You already used your channel divinity.
As an action. Oh, I can read thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and try and do that.
Already used your channel divinity.
I get two.
Oh, you have two now. Right.
I'll go ahead and
Okay.
use my read thoughts.
Thoughts? Does that have a save?
6 feet. Creature must make a wisdom save throw. On a success, you can't use this feature again until you finish a long rest. On a failure, you can read surface thoughts while in 60 feet for 1 minute. During that time, you can cast suggestion as an action.
All right. What's the saving throw?
Oh god, it's like only 15. You'd have to roll like a natural 1 or 2.
He rolled a 17. That's a 28.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna try and clear my head. So it's just white fuzz.
Recognize. Your mind has been prodded at before. You know what it feels like? This is not quite it. It's prodding at something deep.
Can I stay completely neutral? Blank out my head. Just wait for him to let me
I
go.
guess I want you to roll me a wisdom. Roll me a wisdom, charisma, and an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Because this is not covered by just one.
Okay, wisdom
person.
is a 27.
Ooh, that's real high. That's a nice one.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a natural 19. For intelligence saving throw?
Yeah, an
19?
intelligence and a charisma.
And a charisma?
These are all your mental stats.
Wow. That's really not that bad. 20.
20. All right, so
Yep.
a 27, a 20, and a for the charisma.
The intelligence was a 19.
Total?
Charisma was a 20.
19
Yeah,
total.
19 total. For 19 total for intelligence.
Uh-oh.
27
Okay.
for wisdom. 20 for charisma. Dirty.
Passed the wisdom one, but you had to pass 2 out of
Okay.
failed the saving. Which I will say, by the way, that the DC was different for each of them. But
fine.
you did not make any of them, unfortunately. The
That's fine.
lowest was the intelligence one, which was a 23.
Okay.
Got close. You definitely could have made it.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately, you failed.
Yeah, it sucks. The way I rolled too. If I had just saved that 19 instead for or that 16, I would have passed the charisma.
And with your passive insight, I'd say at this point you've realized what he's doing. He's reading your soul.
Gonna stare right at him. I can't even lift my arms to shrug. I'm gonna just look at him. Wow. You know, I genuinely feel kind of bad for you. This must be exhausting. You do this with everyone they meet. Huh.
There have been others. They're dead.
Hmm.
And you feel something like an emptiness inside you. Comes back out, holding something. Don't quite get a look at it, but he puts it in a jar. Bag.
Did you just take out my goddamn soul? Hmm. Do you think they would appreciate hearing that you took out a piece of my goddamn soul?
No. I've done work.
Right, and you wonder why they don't entirely trust you. You're not setting yourself up for success very well here.
My goal is, well, not S, social aspect. My goal is my goal.
Why? What makes you think you're better at your job than I am?
Does. Unlike you, job for me.
Is it about the little dragonborn girl? Larmar, she's very sweet. Got none of it from you. Just like. So is this
Anything
about her then?
I've learned from her. This were go at the moment.
Right. And let me ask you a serious question. You think Larmar would take a piece of someone's
No.
soul? Because you don't want her knowing you can? Or because you're worried about her slipping up? And will I get this back at any point, or are you just going to keep it forever? Right. And are you going to let me go? Or are they going to wonder where we are?
I think I have all I need from you. And exhale like a sigh of relief as everything comes flooding back to you. And you're back in the room.
Well, this will be fun. Seemed to be a real pleasure. And, sorry, what was his last name again? I have it written down.
Renothi.
Rengothi.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm going to turn and start walking.
That he is the last surviving member of his family. All of his family died. His brother died in the explosion. His sister got erased from the timeline. His mom and dad are long dead.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to walk back in the room, and as I'm walking away, I'm not gonna look at him. I'm pissed.
You know he's falling behind you.
You're certainly going to be a thorn in my side, Mr. Rengothi. I'm gonna just push her into the room.
Pleasure. Back into game. Go back into the game. The game voice chat.
God, I fucking hate this guy.
Okay, yeah. How do you feel being on the
fucking hate Leonti.
receiving end of Leonti's distrust and hatred?
Yeah, I hate it. I'm gonna jump back in the other room because I'm gonna put a smile on.
We're back.
Out the right, Renice.
Whatever you guys have been discussing.
Huh?
Katie and Leonti come walking back in. Katie with a bright smile on her face. Leonti having the same.
Huh.
James, you need to add the Clockwork Amulet to my character sheet. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's probably because it's like I think it's from it's not from the core. I'll add it.
Thank you.
Problem. What's with the voice?
What voice? What are you talking about?
Is something wrong with your audio?
Hey, James is back. Hello.
Get yourself, Mel. Thank you. Okay.
She sounds normal to me. Something wrong?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything going on with my mouth.
Anyways, yeah, Katie and Leonti walk back in.
Wah!
What did I miss? Did I miss anything important?
Oh no, we were just going over this book that I had, and Chor suddenly has these notes, you know?
It was back in the days when I was studying with my moms and I was showing and proving to them that I could write tiny.
Yeah, her writing's for such a giant. Her writing is super tiny. Look at this.
And I was just demonstrating my ability to change my voice on and off for, something I used to trot out at parties.
Fascinating. Is there anything that we should do before we get going, or do we need to visit the market to buy anything, or?
Probably need to stock up on supplies, some healing potions, and Ulrich, do you need any items for spells?
Oh, I was actually going to ask you, Ulrich. I have this cool thing where if any of you go down for whatever reason, I can pick you back up. I believe you probably have something similar to this, but the problem is I don't have any components for such a spell. And I'm also running a little low on pearls, and I like to use those for identifying things. So I'd be happy to go pick some up. But if you have some, then it's good to know. If for whatever reason I need to pick you up due to a catastrophe, I can just take them off of you.
Are you talking about sweeping Ulrich off their feet?
No, I'm talking about a spell Revivify, actually. But
I guess she's asking permission to take Ulrich's diamonds in case of emergency.
In case of emergency, Lorimar, it's very sweet, but I'm actually married, so that wouldn't exactly be.
I was about to say, when you did meet us, I was actually getting some diamonds I found. I was getting their values. I do have 3 of them. If you would like 1 or 2.
That's okay. You can keep them on you, and if there's a crisis and I need to take them off of you because you've gone down, I can just take one. I don't want to feel like I'm taking your things. Most of my spells just require pearls, which is fine. I'll just have to pick up a couple more of those. I did use up 3 of them to figure out what these objects were. But
You just have like a fucking bag of pearls.
They're quite expensive, so I'll have to stock up.
I was about to say, if we're heading back into town to do some shopping, I probably could look into some traditional healing kits so I can give my magic a bit of a break. I know I said earlier, I was asking when we planned on leaving, and if we weren't heading out today, I had something else I wanted to do in town, but we have to wait until it's night before I can go attend to that.
That's fine. I could show you all around the market. I've been in this town long enough. I could show you where some of these shops are for these kinds of things.
Since I might be staying here, tour would be nice a little bit more. I only know one shop, and I took Tempest there, and she had 5 bowls of food.
So if you're going to be staying, I should show you where I picked up that coffee and those tarts because you seem to really like them. So
Larma will zoom up to it. Yes.
Very well. That's totally acceptable. Just again, one more thing. Maybe don't. I would never want any of you to think that for whatever reason I'm pursuing any of you. I am married, so.
What gave you that impression?
Give it a hunch. A hunch, I guess.
Larma's definitely very confused.
I was about to say, I don't believe I ever got that vibe from you. There is one other person who I might have gotten that vibe from, but I cannot be certain. There are more questions than
I think
answers.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm very confused. What are you talking about?
I think Shelby as a player knows too.
But eyes, Katie. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Wolf is very confused right now.
Oh,
Larmar and Wilder's very confused right now.
James, is Katie wise enough to pick up that it might not be about someone in this room?
Yeah, 21 insight. Pfft, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about your small friend who left this morning.
What?
Laura will look over at Ulrich.
Not exactly, but the person, if you can call them that, I am talking about.
You can call them that. Dang.
I do wish to speak with them.
That small friend. My apologies.
I do wish to go speak with someone in particular to potentially start trying to fix something that was broken in regards to that.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to help any way
I'd be like,
I can. You know what?
So I don't. Shelby, did you think he was talking? Oh,
I got confused. It's okay. Why don't we walk and talk? I can show you guys around, and you can fill me in on this as we go.
Laura's gonna look over to Tempest.
Katie is actively leading them out the door, and she's gonna show them around. But Shelby's gotta run to the bathroom. One sec.
Okay. Yeah, we can. Honestly, we can say that she gave you a tour around the town.
Yep.
I was saying we did some shopping while we were at it, probably.
Yeah. I'll say you guys can spend your gold on a few things if you want, like a few things you've been looking at that you want to buy. There's a lot of shops. Like there's a lot around Mudrock. There are shops everywhere. Everything is heavily like regulated though, so everything's pretty expensive.
Now I have a very, very, very important question.
Yes.
If Katie shows us to where that coffee shop is, instead of getting coffee, is it similar to a Starbucks where they have juice?
It
Or like some type of like
it
drag
is
Non-caffeinated drink.
it is pretty much exclusive coffee.
Okay, is there some juice somewhere? Some sweet juice.
There's a bug juice, and I'm not talking about like the bug juices brand in America. I'm talking like actual fucking bug juice.
I'm looking for something sweet.
They sell sweet bug juice.
I don't know about that one. Maybe I'll just get coffee. Maybe it'll settle in with me this time around. You know, you never know.
I mean, there's also let me think. It's desert. Cactus juice.
Oh, yum. Cactus.
Wait a minute.
Cactus juice is actually, I believe it's actually really good.
Wait a minute.
Like cactus fruit juice. Like,
Yeah,
I've had
it. I've had it. Like legit, it is really good.
I thought of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Not
when you
that
said
kind of cactus
Not that
juice.
kind of cactus juice.
That's cactus
I don't
water.
know.
That's
I kinda
cactus
like that
water.
cactus juice.
That's cactus water. Cactus juice comes from the fruit. That comes from like
I
inside
don't
the
know
cactus.
though. I don't know.
In Avatar, they did
You're
say
not
cactus.
gonna be tripping. You're not gonna be tripping like.
But yeah, I will say you could very easily get a very cheap glass of cold, refreshing cactus fruit.
She will get this.
And I will say you are definitely not going to be able to find any psychedelics or any drugs anywhere in Mudrock. Like,
is it banned?
Like that would just be taken so fast by the by the guards. Like I said, everything is heavily regulated. There's at least one guard by every single stand.
Just a little disturbing. I don't know about. Maybe I'll stay here.
They have a completely regulated market.
I don't really like this.
Like everything's registered with the government. All that jazz.
I think I need to convince my parents that we need to go somewhere else because I don't like this here. This feels a little. I feel like now I understand why you were kind of watching us, Katie. Because it feels like that's just a normal thing amongst everybody here.
This, yeah, Mudrock, well, all of Feltia really is quite strict. But, as long as you follow the laws and obey, you shouldn't have much of a problem.
Yeah, the guards are strict, but they're not, which is surprising for a town that's a strict guard as it is.
I would just
They're
mind
very like to becoming a guard is one of the hardest things to do in Mudrock.
I would say to
And
Ulrich,
it pays.
You are under the Emperor's protection, but maybe mind who you use your magic in front of. A lot of magic is registered here. Tempest has to worry less, as do I. Divine magic is an exception in a lot of ways. Just be careful.
I bet my magic would not feel welcomed here then.
Oh
Yeah.
no, shadow magic is a lot of shadow magic.
Oh really? How the fuck am I supposed to train here?
Intel, right? So like all spells that deal necrotic damage are banned. All necromancy spells are banned. Except for Spare the Dying.
Oh my god.
This is the worst city for you, actually.
This is the worst city.
Heavy regulation. Anything like darkness and silence are also both banned.
Oh my god.
Except for bodyguards. Bodyguards can use silence.
Oh, of course they can use silence. Whatever.
Like guards and like bodyguards and stuff like that. They can use silence. Darkness can only be used by Twilight clerics. So basically, just clerics of the Man in the Moon and of Inthos. And yeah, and like a lot and spell and almost every AoE spell also banned.
So we are like in Bassing Sea. Without the sun surfing.
With all of the government control without any of the propaganda, really. Because they don't need propaganda because everyone in Theltia really likes the Empire.
You know, I kind of started thinking about
So
it.
we are
Now
in
that
the
this has been
soft
said to me.
Bassing
I
Sea.
don't want to stay here anymore.
You want to try the
Like
university?
Katie living there for a while. It's not as bad as it seems to outsiders.
No, it's just, and you're respected by
Just
the
a lot.
Emperor. So,
It's just a
you
lot
know,
to
as
get
long
used
as
to.
you keep his kind of goal in mind and you kind of just follow some of the rules, don't be too flashy. That's just literally it. Just, you know, I'm allowed to practice. I practice magic quite often. But, you know, you just have to be careful.
But we could have this. We could have the same goals, just be a little different, and yet they're so judgmental. It feels.
Well, it's less. It's for everyone's safety. They believe it's for everyone's safety, and I do understand, even as a magic user myself, I do understand why the rule's in place. These spells can be very harmful to a lot of people very quickly.
I will say that
So-
Leonti's not with y'all. He stayed behind.
Mm-hmm.
He did. When did he drop off?
He just didn't go on the tour.
So we all left the room and he didn't come with us.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, he probably knows his way around the city anyway, so he wouldn't need the tour.
You get the sense it's less of that and more of that he just didn't want to go.
Would you like to? Ulrich, would you like me to show you to a healer's shop, somewhere where you can get a kit?
I would very much appreciate that.
There's only two doctors that aren't like churches, like temples. Bloodrock. Only two. Both of them non-magical.
Would I know that I'm able to pick up a healer's kit from the temple? Could I do that?
Oh yeah, easily. Easily just walk in. Like they have a bunch of them.
Okay, we could get one for free from my temple probably. They'd give me one if I asked. So why don't we get whatever
Discounts.
we need first, and then we'll go to the temple after.
Discount healing kits at the church.
I'm an acolyte. That is one of the perks. I love acolytes.
Sounds.
I will say, you guys did get a very you guys got a pretty good tour of the city of the places to go in the city. You know, like not a full tour of like all the residential areas, all the back roads, all that stuff, but like all the places that you would be going, shops and stuff.
Am I able to pick up a couple pearls?
Oh yeah, easily. That's how many do you want?
Well, how many I can afford? I want to see if there's any good deals going on.
Cheapest pearls, like the cheapest pearls that are decent for spells, right? And not just like garbage pearls pulled straight out of a clam, right? Are like starting price 1 gold.
What?
Clams, like pearls, are not from Theltia. Pearls do not come from Theltia. All of them come from Pestilentia.
So they're 1 gold each pearl?
At the cheapest.
I can help if you're having trouble with that.
I paid 500 gold for 5 pearls. Is that cracked out? When we started, it said that the pearl in D&D Beyond was worth 100 gold pieces. So I only got 5 of them.
That's a pretty expensive pearl. That's like because D&D Beyond also says that diamonds are worth 1,000.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give myself 500 gold back. I did not know that.
You spent 500 gold on 5 pearl.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were. Okay, it's fine.
1 gold is expensive. 1 gold is a decent price for a pearl, especially in a place where pearls don't come from.
If possible, I will buy like 30.
All right, get yourself a bag of pearls from like the jewelry, a bag of like small pearls. If you're buying them for 1 gold each, they're like small, not very high quality pearls, but they'll do for spells.
Cool.
You don't want the big kinds anyways. Those are hard to crush up and stuff.
Okay, I'm going to just write that in as custom equipment. I've got my pearls. If anyone else needs to do something else.
Larmar, does she get her
Yeah,
cactus
500
juice?
on. Yeah, you have your cactus juice.
How much did that cost?
Like a copper.
Okay. So she'll just
Dude,
be
cactus
sipping her.
fruit is everywhere. It's a desert.
So she's just like
That's the one thing.
slurping
That's the
cactus
one
juice
thing
as
that
you
comes
ask
locally in Theltia is cactus.
She'll just be
Cactus and
slurping
corn.
this shit.
Cactus and corn. That's it.
Slurp.
But I will say you guys get a nice tour, and the tour is probably going to come to an end around the like the circle, the divine circle of like all. I forget what it's called. Shelby, you probably have it written down somewhere.
What's the circle of temples?
I
The
think
Diorm Locust.
Yeah, that thing. Whatever she said.
The Diorm Locust. So here, you guys should just know a couple of things before we go. Be respectful. The Diorm Locust is a large collection of temples. We're heading to mine particularly, which is the Lunae Requiem. We probably won't run into the bishop there. But his name is Bishop Arctura Lashikar. So if you do see him, bow, be respectful. And I will just grab us a couple healers kits and go.
Are you bringing them inside the temple?
Is that frowned upon?
Oh, what?
Okay,
How would people be able to worship at the temple if they're not allowed in?
I don't know.
But like, I mean, like they're not allowed in. Like, it's frowned upon to go like into like the back places. But I mean, like if you're an acolyte escorting them, then it's fine. But like, there's a whole area in the front that takes up a lot of the church that is dedicated to people and to worship.
Fantastic. I don't have my vestments on, but I'm not doing anything particularly religious here. I'm just grabbing some things. So I'll keep wearing my plate.
And they all know who you are.
I'm going to smile to people that I see as I pass, wave to them.
How like formal does everyone look in here?
Pretty formal. Everyone on job is very dead serious.
Larmar just feels very intimidated by all these very serious people and will just be looking down.
I will catch this and tap you on the
It
shoulder.
is incredibly quiet, and the place is beautiful. It looks like it's almost constantly lit by moonlight. There are like there are dancing motes of light throughout the entirety of the place, and it is like it's a comfortable dark to where you can see everything in the room, but it's like easy on the eyes.
It's like there's dancing lights in the room?
Yeah, there's little tiny like fireflies.
Larmar would try and reach up to like touch one.
It goes into your hand and it makes you feel, because the place you do realize that the place is incredibly cool.
A nifty little trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about like 72 degrees in there. Comfy AC.
You don't need to be so nervous. Everyone here will treat you with respect and kindness.
Okay.
I will.
There's a great woven tapestry that spans the entire back wall.
I don't see anyone I know, do I? Well, besides everyone. I don't see 3 people in particular, do I?
Huh?
Do I see any people that might be from my backstory?
My backstory.
Send a DM. Remind me who I should be thinking of. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh my god, James doesn't know.
I'm not infallible. Plus, I just got a message.
Okay. I'm going to grab a healer's kit while this is happening.
Those last 2, you never told me about them.
Oh shit! Whoops.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. They're not here. It's fine.
Either that, or like I completely blanked on a lot of the stuff in your backstory. My bad.
That's okay.
Larmor will whisper.
But
Whisper up to Katie.
you don't see the bishop. I would assume at around this time of day, the bishop is probably like up like doing like private work, prayers, and setting up stuff in not accessible.
Okay, that's fine. I will just go where I can grab a healer's kit
But
and grab one.
you do end up one of them
Mm.
as you pass. Like
What-
a little nod and a wave on the job. Stop chat.
We'll just nod back.
Nod.
Nod.
Very polite.
So much nodding today.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you do very quickly find all the healers. There's just bags. Have one.
I'll take one. And then, would you like one too, Ulrich?
Oh, is Ulrich coming with?
We all came with.
Yeah.
You all came
I think
with?
they all came. Yeah.
Oh, wait, we shouldn't have. We shouldn't have.
I was like, I thought she was walking through alone, left you all there.
Oh no.
That threw
No,
me
that's
off.
what she
Like you
asked
guys
me
are
to,
allowed. Like you guys are allowed back there. It's the fucking infirmary.
Okay.
Yeah, they can absolutely.
Like further than this, like with escort, but you would get like kind of weird looks. Like they trust
Okay.
Katie if she had brought you there, but it'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
Like no reason.
Okay.
Nothing
So
back
I'm
there
going to.
for you guys.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll grab a healer's kit and hand it to Ulrich. Here you go. This is what you were looking for, right?
Add a healer's kit to your inventory already.
Yep. Thank
I'll take
you.
one for myself.
Can we give away the battle axe?
Oh.
Yeah, they're by the library. They have a collection of magical items. They are always expanding.
So Tora is taking the battle axe like with 2 fingers, like shoo.
I can.
There is a cursed item section, which
there
is
is.
which has a
Is
lot
it
of which
alphabetized?
has a lot of items, in thick glass cases, a lot of which have runes painted over them.
Is there a doll?
Touch anything here? Okay. I can take.
Stop reading my mind. I was about to ask that.
What? Oh, you're gonna ask about the doll because that one family of ghost hunters in the world. Yeah, no, there's no doll. There is a familiar sword there to anyone who's watched Critical Role. I put the Craven Edge in there.
Interesting.
But there's no fucking reason why you would ever want to grab that thing. Fucking death sentence.
Okay, I remove the battle axe. Haha.
With this in the items that aren't cursed, are there things that Katie would be able to borrow, or is it more of a they're here for show thing?
Anything that goes in the magic item section, unless it is an absolute emergency, and that the church is forced to like protect itself.
Right.
Do not touch. Only the bishop.
Got you.
And and the keeper.
I will then guide Tora up to wherever.
And you are merely a high acolyte.
That's fair enough. I'll just help Tora donate the battle axe then.
Hey, go.
Just hand it off to the keeper. Tell him what it does. He has a vow of silence, though. He's not going to be saying anything.
No,
but
he'll take
he
very
listens.
good care of it. You can trust him with this, Tora. He'll be very nice and very kind, and put it somewhere where no one can ever touch it.
He's taller than you, Tara.
What?
I would like to say that, and he is very lanky and thin. And he is not a Goliath.
and Tora is like whistling, like wow.
He holds out very long, weird fingers out. Like he's pretty creepy guy.
While we're here, the books in the library, I'm allowed to access them, right?
Yeah, there is a restricted section, which like the library is open. The library is open to everyone. There is a restricted section that only acolytes are allowed to access, and there is a forbidden section that only the bishop and the keeper are allowed to.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to turn to the rest of the group. Is there anything you would like to look into before we leave? Any questions that have been burning in the back of your minds?
Do they? I would imagine the books involving that dragon thing.
The Lunae Requiem has one of the biggest libraries and collections of knowledge in the world. It's rivaled only probably by the Ministry of High Magic.
I imagine any books involving, that dragon that we were talking about before, or like, the looming threat on our heads that starts with a name with a letter U would probably be in the restricted section.
Well, if it's in the restricted section, I could go look. And you could, I'm assuming she could come with me if I was walking through the acolyte only section. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, but she's not allowed. She's not allowed to browse.
Oh, yeah,
Like she can't just like sit there, pick out books. Like, oh, what does this say?
Yeah.
She is there just to follow you.
Then she could come with me, and I could look for the book. There is something that I do want to look into, if you don't mind, Larimar. Just
I will say the place in like anything with information on that cosmic dragon, right? Not in this library.
Oh, I just assumed since she read about from the moon thing.
It's not in this specific library. She read about it in a different library.
Okay.
This one doesn't have it.
Well, okay. If there's anything else you wanted to look into,
maybe some more stuff on the guy whose name starts with a U. She doesn't want to say it out loud in front of everybody.
He who will not be named.
Yes. Okay.
With a 22 insight.
Yeah.
She's talking about Uion.
Okay, so that's no problem. You could definitely take a look. If it's in the restricted section, just follow me.
There are books about him in the normal section, but like all the stuff with details you don't already know, probably be in the restricted. And anything with serious shit would be in the forbidden, probably. Probably like insights into the inner workings of it.
If there's really something you'd like to know that might only be in that section that we can't access, I could go speak to the bishop and see about him making an exception for us.
I don't mind either. Maybe
yeah, because you have a much better chance with the fucking bishop than the keeper.
Yeah.
I mean, anything would help. I mean, since I'm going to be staying here, I think maybe some research while I'm here could help. It's my goal to at least get stronger to, handle him, hopefully.
Well, here's what I'll do then for you. How about we see what we can find today, and then after this, I'll go speak to the bishop and see about letting you have regular access.
So, are you gonna look through the restricted section for Uion stuff?
Yes. And there's something else I want to find, James. If I want to find out everything there is to know in the restricted section about how to kill an immortal being.
Yeah, that's about it, right? Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. That's kind of stuff that goes straight to the forbidden section. If it's even there at all. Okay. Because if stuff like that were able to be accessed by any mortal at all, right? Even the bishop of a church, that's like major big, like that's not stuff that the gods would want to have out there. That's stuff that they would burn. Like, even in the forbidden section, it goes in the forbidden section. Bishop prays about it to the man in the moon. Like, an angel comes down at some point the next day and fucking erases it from history. That's the kind that's how dangerous that stuff is.
Then instead, I'm going to look at people who have been able to do this before and where they may be. There's nothing? What about that thing that just happened? What is that? I want to find out what that was. Sorry, I'm speaking so cryptically.
That would come with stuff on Uion, probably. Stuff on his cults.
Okay, fantastic. We'll look up Uion.
It's in the there are a few things you find. A lot of it is just like general overlooks of the cult, and quick flipping through it's just all stuff that you already know thanks to Auntie telling you, Larimar.
Yeah.
And stuff that you found out for yourself. There's one about the process of becoming a lich and how some of them have figured it out. Although the book does not detail how to do it. Just details that they seem
I
to
think
have
I
figured
kind
it
of
out
got
somehow.
some stuff how to do it from watching, but that's.
You don't know how to do it. You just know that she
I don't know
did
how
it.
to do it. I just know how she did it roughly. I don't care otherwise. I just want to know.
You know, it has something to, it has something to do with putting your soul into something and dying.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all I need to know.
Which is basically what everyone who knows anything about liches know.
Yeah.
That's like basic Undeath 101.
Is there anything on Uion, and like, is there people he targets? Does he go after specific people? Or is there like
in one of the books detailing the inner working of like the hierarchy of Uion's cults, they the main one typically, which it does not specify where that one is, but it does have, they typically have branches of assassins.
They have branches of assassins?
Assassins. Does it say anything
Assassin
about
monks? Always
assassin
monks.
monks?
Monks and with
Okay.
main thing.
Okay. This was going to immediately. I'm gonna slam the book shut. Angry, shove it in the wall. We need to speak to the bishop right now. Right now.
Oh. But was there something bad in that? I didn't mean it cause any.
No, it's just something even beyond my pay grade here. If you're gonna be here for a little while, I'm gonna make sure that you have access to everything. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get you that. So I'm gonna drag Larimar by the arm and go find the fucking bishop.
Roll an investigation.
Okay.
Like you're searching the place.
Just has become like
unless
like,
you want to just head
I
straight
am your
to his,
mother,
if
and
you
I
want,
am
if
going
you
to get
if
you
you
into
want to
this
just like head
private
straight to his
school.
office or something.
I got an 18 on investigation. If I can't find him, then
Katie's just become like, I am your mother, and I'm going to get you into this private school.
Eventually, you make your way up to like his room office, right? And like you can knock on it.
I'll knock.
It takes a second. And open the door. He's got like glasses on. Yes.
Hello, Bishop. I have a request of you. It's extremely important. And it's because I've gotten a sign from the man in the moon himself.
Come in. He steps back and ushers you.
Everyone else is just reading children's books.
Basically.
I'm
like children's books about the man in the moon.
Or
the woven tapestry of fate.
The man in the moon.
There's a book on the there are books on the Glory Mother.
Yeah, I was just about to say Tempest is definitely going to ask.
Oh yeah, there are a book in the Glory Mother. There's a whole section about the Glory Mother.
Okay, yeah.
All of it is definitely 90% of it is stuff Tempest has already read.
Is there any books about warfare? Or battle strategies?
Yeah, I will say, because it's not a collection of specific knowledge, it's a collection of all. So yeah, there would be.
Tempest is gonna flip through everything that
they don't advocate against warfare. Just neutral.
Do they sell spicy novels? No, do they borrow? Do they have spicy novels?
Did you call? Are you looking for spicy books?
Spicy noodles.
I was wondering if they have one.
All right, so.
Oh, I thought. Oh my god!
Bishop,
I thought
the bishop
you were
has
for...
you and Larimar sat down, Katie.
I genuinely thought you were looking for like porn books. Sorry.
Yes, that's why. Brown books, spicy books.
Spicy novels. Novels.
Oh, I heard
you say.
noodles. I was like, you'd have to go out to the kobold shop. Spicy
No,
novels.
Absolutely. There's gotta be spicy
It's a
novels.
it's a collection. It's a collection of it's a collection of knowledge, and literature. So, in the fiction section, and then as for
Now
the
we know what
nonfiction
Tora
section,
could
there,
do.
I mean, there's probably like a lot of anatomy books. Got that.
Like when he done away, so like Acolyte can like take it.
Like there's an
Discreetly?
anatomy book
Smart book,
for
James.
every single race.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Read the one on kobolds.
It's fun.
Yes, you can change sex.
Kobolds can change their sex, yeah, like lizards. They're putting chemicals.
I don't want to know more about
in the waters to make
Dragonborn.
their frogs gay. Dragonborns are
Yeah.
a lot less interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
They descended from dragons. They can lay eggs. That's about the most interesting thing about them.
Ouch.
Kobolds, on the other
Literally.
hand, kobolds are cool. If you can't tell, kobolds are like one of my favorites.
Mhm.
They actually might be
To a
my
point that
favorite.
you traumatize one.
That. Okay, yeah, that kind of was my fault, but that's all. That's what I was referencing. But yeah, the bishop has you and Larimar sat down, Kate.
Mhm.
Katie is kind of,
Hello.
she's
What did you?
fiddling. Larimar, you can see she's not hiding much anymore in terms of her expression. Her shoulders are kind of drooping. She's fiddling like really anxiously with the ring on her finger.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, you know, I've had a bit of a epiphany. And the man in the moon wants us to act. Like now.
Act on
There's
what?
something.
Acting on.
Well, let's just say that Uwain himself has plans that are not so nice. And the man in the
Never
moon
has
is
plans that
displeased.
are nice, but this time, does it have anything to do?
Yes. Well, sort of. It's all interconnected.
I've already been putting together. There's a connection between Red Post and there, but Lion?
You've made a connection, or dang, how long has this been?
Well,
These guys are like collectors of knowledge. They're the first to know about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to do something for me. And I would not ask something of this stature unless absolutely necessary.
Yes, I trust you.
This is Larimar Kurgentai.
Hello.
Of the Kurgentai family.
She'll like.
And he,
did I see like how they how Katie like introduced herself, like a bow or shake hand or any
She didn't bow.
formal.
He extended his hand to shake you.
Oh, she shook his hand and sat down. She didn't bow to him.
Oh, she will shake her hand as well, or shake his hand. Sorry.
Doesn't matter. They go by any pronoun.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Yes. I heard there. What is it that you ask of me, Kate?
And what is this section of the library called? It's not the restricted section. It's the
Forbidden section.
I'm surprised
There's 3
he's not.
layers. There's the public section, the restricted section, and the forbidden section.
I'm surprised he's not surprised about the fact that there's just a random Kurgentai like that he's probably never known about.
Larimar here.
You get the. I mean, this dude is the bishop of the guys who collect all the knowledge in the world. He probably had an idea.
Jeez.
Either that, or he maybe already heard about it or knew about it. Like, this dude is smart.
Mm-hmm.
I get to basically play a wizard without playing a wizard. It's pretty lit.
Damn.
Yeah, like this guy is like high intelligence. He's like the first. He's the guy that goes up and He's the guy that goes up and advises the emperor. Doesn't have an advisor. This guy is who he goes to. Leaders of the world, when they have to make a really, really big decision, they go to this guy.
Huh.
This is this is like the smartest guy in the world.
One of them.
One of them, yeah.
Larmar here has seen quite a bit. And the Man of the Moon is, you know how he is.
Yes.
It's hard to place the connections, but a group of them, they're more connected to all of this than I could have even thought possible. I saw the connection myself, placed by him this afternoon. And
Threads. Connection to the Man of the Moon. And I
think I told you that when I arrived here, though. It matters not. The point. Larmar is staying in town. The Man of the Moon pulls me elsewhere. But I need you to give her access to the forbidden section. I know what you're going to say. But trust me when I say this is bigger than you and me and her.
size. I trust
Oh, good. Good. Because I did not.
you. This is so he said this. Do you trust me, Barry? With every cell of my being.
Okay, out of character, good, because I did not want to have to do what I was going to have to do if he didn't believe me. So.
What was that?
You know what it was, James. You fucking know what it was.
Okay, yeah, I kind of do, but that would have been fun. That would have been fun.
Laura's gonna like look up to the guy and just be like, I also just promise I'm specifically only looking to research about this threat. If that's ever any concern.
Yes. Sure, we'll make sure that nothing bad happens.
Okay.
One more thing. Before we leave today, before I go, I need to look in the forbidden section for something specific. Let's just say, his immortality may be at risk. And I've seen it myself. If there's... Yes.
Don't have anything in the forbidden section. That I would know. There's
nothing in the forbidden section about how to kill an immortal being.
Oh, that's dangerous knowledge.
Right.
It might become useful in this circumstance.
The Man in the Moon personal library might have something like that. That's the knowledge that he.
Right.
Not allowed to touch. That is dark knowledge.
And the reason I ask is because I do not think it's safe on the mortal plane. You are positive? The other thing was the high tower? It's the other big library, you said?
The Ministry of High Magic is the only other place that rivals the Lune Requiem in terms of library stuff. That place is just all about magic.
And it's the high... What was it?
The Ministry of High Magic.
The Ministry of High Magic.
It is an airship that floats around the world.
Do you have contacts in the Ministry of High Magic?
Yes, I do.
Do you think you could find out if there are any books on this subject there? Okay, because if there are...
I really hope there aren't, but they're forbidden archives. I'm larger than ours.
Well, somebody... Lyon has given somebody on this mortal plane that knowledge.
That's not...
No, that's why...
This is the first time of me hearing this shit. What the fuck?
If there is anybody with any knowledge that you can find out, contact me.
I would.
Thank you. Sorry, this is deeply unnerving.
No, this is dangerous.
It is. So, I will be...
That stake? A brick of Eve itself is at.
I know. I'm going to see what I can do. I'll pray on it.
Yes.
I think I know in a way to figure out how this might have been acquired. But if I find anything else, I will get back to you.
I will begin. And he pulls out a sheet of paper. That's his glasses, right? Because they had gotten shaken. And starts writing a letter like a fucking printer.
Oh.
Thank you, Bishop. I will be taking Larimar and possibly a couple others into the forbidden section, if that is okay.
Trust you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Trust your judgment.
Right. And what? Sorry, you said ages ago that the man and the moon people say something to one another. I've already forgotten what that is.
Fuck. I?
It's like a greeting. It's like may the moon be with you, but like not.
May the
That's
moon
like
be with you.
peace be with
May
you.
the moon always be watching.
It's like glow brighter or some shit. Something like that. Whatever. I basically bow when I exit. I say something clever.
Larmer will look at Katie and then look at the bishop and look at Katie and look at the bishop and bow as well.
Okay. Leave.
As we exit and go to the forbidden section, thank you for playing along. I know that was probably a lot.
I didn't really know if I was playing along. I was just kind of standing there.
Well, regardless, the entire time that you will be here and we will be elsewhere, you could look into this subject for me. Do you think you could find out if there's anything, if you pull up anything on Immortals, if you pull up anything on Oion, if you pull up anything in those regards?
Mm-hmm.
Could you let me know?
Definitely is. I don't know if there's a way to contact each other, though, from afar.
Your mom can definitely cast the fuck.
And I absolutely can as well. So if
perfect.
I will check in.
Yeah, there's a bunch of sending stones at the Lune.
Larmar is gonna be a fucking nerd.
I am going to give Larimar a sending stone that's connected to me. So I'll have one and she'll have the other.
Both of you add a single sending stone.
Okay.
It's sending stones, right? It's not the sending stone. That's with
That's Acquisitions Incorporated. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure it's the one that's not
Acquisitions Incorporated. That one's for a very specific campaign setting, which is where you're like playing D&D, but you're part of a company.
I don't know where to find this.
And it's like a sending stone that contacts like the big corp.
Got one. Okay, awesome.
How do you? How's
sending stones? Just put in sending.
I did, but it's not popping up.
I'll add it.
I'm also gonna look in the forbidden section real quick for anything on Oion.
All right, roll investigation.
Can I help?
Sure, give yourself advantage.
Okay, that's good because the first one was not great.
Add it.
Ooh, that's really good.
I added it to your.
24.
What'd you get?
Yeah, 24.
24.
With advantage.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything on Oion or like the Death of Immortals, anything like that.
You find stuff on you find a familiar book to Larimar, I believe, which is book on the lost god Zador.
Oh.
If you remember that book.
Yeah.
Which is written in Turnian.
I can read that.
Yep.
I can fucking read that. I'm gonna read that shit.
I can't read that. Thank you.
You pretty easily just speed read it, and it's about the exiled. You already pretty much knew it.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure I have it.
Okay. But yeah, it's basically all the juicy details on like the exiled's imprisonment and stuff like that. And it details like this Turnian's adventure to try and uncover like where he's buried and like where he's imprisoned and stuff, and he gets really close, and then the hated one fucking.
Okay.
That's the gist of it. Like his son finished the book.
Is that what's going to happen if we try and do this? Or...
You find another one that's like on Uwayon in his process of undeath.
Oh.
That one
which
I want.
which details in it puts in excruciating detail the process of making undead.
I need that one.
Mm-hmm. So if it's okay with you, whenever you have the chance, I would like you to examine this book thoroughly and really understand the process, okay?
Yeah, totally.
And there's nothing in there about killing immortals.
Nothing there about killing immortals.
Yeah.
Anything about shadow monks? Monks of
yeah, there's one about the Assassins of Shadow.
Okay.
It's called the Assassins of Shadow, and it details it details a Dragonborn's attempt to uncover the mysteries behind these shadow assassins. He had seen kill someone, right? And he tells him trying to find it. He ends up getting himself into one of Orion's cults, follows them, and he figures out that they are intrinsically connected to Orion's cults. He ends up joining them at some point. And the book is not that old, but it's decent old. It's starting to yellow, right? Like maybe
That's still pretty recent.
maybe like 40 old,
That's
something like that.
That's still pretty
Are there
damn
any
recent.
names in particular that stand out? Does he name
Yeah.
Roll in investigation.
Okay.
I'm helping.
With advantage.
I am
Which color is the dragon bird? Blue?
I am sniffing this book.
That is amazing because that's my third natural 20 tonight. And I got a natural 20 and a 3. So I will take the natural 20.
Wait, you don't have proficiency in investigation?
I do.
Oh.
I'll take the natural 20 for 26.
26. All right, with a 26, you very quickly flip through, find exactly what you're looking for. A list of names.
I would like that list of names.
A bunch of which you don't know.
Cool.
Who do I know?
Some of them are scratched out. Some of them looked as if they've been leached from the page. But one immediately stands out to you.
Is it Lanty?
It's Lanty.
Oh my god.
Larimar, you already knew that, pretty much.
Yeah.
He basically already told you that. Larimar looks pretty unsurprised.
Yeah. But still, it's like he's in a book, though. Is there any information pertaining about him in the guy's journal, like as maybe a key figure or something like that?
No, he is just mentioned.
Okay.
In that list of names, because he got out. He ended up getting out and living life on the run, and he never really finished the book. It just kind of trails off.
Maybe I can ask Lanty if he knew this guy.
No, hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so. Sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed.
Oh.
This is the other thing I need to ask of you. Tell Lanty nothing. Don't mention it. Don't lie. If he asks where you're going, say I've given you access to the library and that you're researching a Wyon. But say nothing. Well,
is there a reason? I don't feel offended at all if there is. I kind of want to know.
Yes. Let's just say Leonty is the kind of person that acts emotionally. And
really?
Yes. I know it doesn't look like it, but he does. He doesn't think, despite the intelligence he carries, and he's extremely distrusting of the wrong people.
Huh.
If he finds out, he will think I put you up to it, which I did, but it's not for me. The information's for you.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, pretty much almost everything in there that's like detailed is stuff that Leonti has told you, Lara.
Yeah.
Because Leonti pretty much revealed just about everything to you.
Huh.
Like he pretty much laid it open bare. Like it details the fact that they can raise their dead assassins. He told you that.
Yeah.
Uh, people disappear constantly. He told you that one. The
Nothing
details
that I've found so far.
The only stuff that it details that you didn't know is miscellaneous stuff that isn't really important enough for him to have mentioned. You know.
Is there anything in that book about the goals of the cult?
No, that's actually one specific thing that he mentions he wasn't never able to figure out. What do they want? Other than to kill things, what do they want? Didn't figure it out.
I feel like I hope this library has more, because hopefully I can look more into.
He lined out what tenants. He lined out the tenants that he could that found, which were basically, which the gist of it is that just don't form attachments. Like attachments weigh you down. Everything will die, including you, right? And that they will kill all life eventually. It is inevitable. They will do it.
I
right?
am.
And that and he did mention that one of right before he left, one of the assassins completely vanished.
Does it say who?
The name has been scratched out.
Okay, any names? Any names that are listed, any names on this cult, anything. Katie is going to make a personal note of every name that is mentioned, so she has it. Obviously, this is ridiculous. We don't need to do this right now, but I'm just gonna make a note of every name that was listed.
I'll keep that in mind, and if ever learn the name of anyone who's on that list, I'll let you know.
Cool. And she's going.
And I'll be learning too.
Wait, shit. I will say one important name that's on that list that Larimar fucking recognizes is Gil.
What?
What?
Shit, I forgot about that one. Yeah, Gil's on that list.
Larimar's gonna be scared.
Wait.
And now Larmar, when she sees this name, like I know
I forgot about that. I forgot about that one. I was like, oh wait, before we leave.
When Larmar sees this name, like I'm guessing she's not supposed to be really looking into these books, but she's gonna like on an instinct like kind of grab it and start turning the pages anywhere where Gil's name might be mentioned otherwise in that book. Like if he was mentioned as someone the person knew in this book or something.
Hold on. I'm just adding him. I'm just adding him. Just letting him know.
Oh my god. Of course he was in it.
Oh man. Okay, so Larmar.
But what were you asking? What were you asking for?
I'm looking for anywhere else Gil's name is mentioned to just get any, like, with this person knew Gil, what they said about Gil.
Like he mentions that there was, he mentioned the name, and mentions the name. He mentions the name, and the fact that there was a gnome that was there.
Oh my god.
Larmar, I'm going to give you another sending stone. Could you pass it on to the bishop the next time you see him?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
She's looking at this book and nonchalantly grabs the sending stone.
I'm gonna make sure I have one to the bishop and one to
I will say now that totally recognized him and just didn't say a word to you guys. Definitely said words to you. Didn't say words to you.
I am done with all the secrets.
Okay.
I mean,
you would think he just didn't want to freak you guys out.
I've been freaked out enough.
Exactly. Like Larimar was being put through a lot of stress that day.
No, I've been freaked out to the point that there's nothing to freak out about anymore. I just need everything.
Oh, that happened. Makes sense.
Okay, so Larmar, you have unlimited access to this forbidden section. Anything that you need to find, anything that is of interest, I will let you know. If I need you to research something, I will message you. And if anyone else needs to research something, I will also use that to let you know.
Okay.
For
I'm
now.
not the
I will
best
say probably
linguistic.
the most interesting thing in there, right? In terms of
Mhm.
stuff that you guys would recognize is like secrets of the Untitled.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
She will look into all of it, probably.
Maybe.
The key you do realize that anytime you go towards a book that isn't Hawaiian related, the keeper just materializes and is
What do you
watching you.
mean? Oh,
He just catch him out of the corner of your eye every single time, and you get the
so
feeling you
Karma.
shouldn't touch it.
This is not
Okay.
our mission.
Okay.
Though, look, if something comes up, I will ask the bishop to allow you to research something else.
Gotcha. I'm
But
sorry.
for
I
right
didn't.
now,
I was just looking
okay.
to.
That's okay. It's just right now, Uwayon, Immortals, and anything about. Well, you said Ruion was involved as well, so
Yes.
anything about him that you could dig up.
Mhm.
There's definitely a book in there about Ruions
Okay,
in the
that's
Feywild.
probably a good later book. See if you can make a connection between Uion and Ruion and see if the siblings are working together for whatever it means.
Pretty much every resource, including the one about Ruion's imprisonment, says that they are pure enemies, naturally hate each other.
Mhm.
One is about extermination, and one is about fertilization.
Right.
Like
Doesn't mean.
they're
I mean,
they're both against
Best
modern
in the penny
society.
blacks.
They're both against modern society, but in very different ways.
I mean, they could still work together very, very well.
Oh
Given the.
yes, and just because they hate each other doesn't mean that their followers wouldn't see a mutual aid there.
Oh
Yeah.
no, their
We
followers
can
are
dig up.
constantly at war with each other.
You never know.
Please, for now, don't tell Leonti I put you up to this.
I won't.
Just tell him that you're researching the Uion and that Katie wanted to give you some more access so that you could figure out, some secrets. Look,
Mm-hmm.
we have our differences, and he doesn't realize that we're both after the same thing. So, I know it's ridiculous, but I just need you to trust me.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, theoretically, we know,
Yeah. This
know
is
you
all
only
like this
from
is
somewhere
all of
Earth.
this. All of this is freaking Katie out, and it's like new information for Katie, and and everyone else is just like, yeah, we've been done new.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we knew.
I've known.
Just like
I've.
Leonti used to work for Hawaiian, guys. Yeah, we found that out like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally work with his body.
Lara will be like, I've known a majority of the information we've already uncovered. I hope there's more. I've already known it.
Told you. Besides the fact that he's been a part of this, because I can see that. While this is new information for me, it might not be for you. Has he told you that he's given up this life?
Yes.
Yeah, that was basically like the main point he told you is that he has been against this life for a long time. He literally told you that he tried to like dismantle the entire thing.
Mm-hmm. Lara will like look at her and will nod. Yeah, he told me. Basically, the whole reason he told me any of this was to basically tell me that he was out of it, and he was trying to put a stop to it.
And you know what he's capable of.
I've seen it firsthand.
Okay. That's fine.
Like
so,
he's a Jedi.
Lerma, you wouldn't know the full extent of what he's capable of, but you've seen some of the stuff.
I can get a good hint based on who I have fought.
You haven't seen you've seen pretty much the full extent of his physical capabilities. You don't quite know the extent of his magical capabilities.
I don't know the magical capabilities. I knew the warlock Lancy. I know a good chunk of stuff that even if something new was revealed, it would take me by surprise, but not surprise like back then.
Yeah, like you've seen his physical limit in the fight that he had against other monks, in which they ganged up 3-on-1, and that he met his match right there when they ganged up 3-on-1 on him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Larmar, I'm gonna be straight with you here.
Mm-hmm.
He might have left his past behind him, But I've seen firsthand what he's capable of, and he is still willing to use what he learned when he was with these people to his advantage.
I mean, you've seen him. You've seen him do it. I mean, Larimar, you use that stuff.
Continue, Katie.
His what is this? His affection for you is clouding the ability to see anything else. And while it is sweet to an extent that he cares, just be cautious that he isn't railroading your fate in a different direction.
Whole reason I feel like I've been having a hard time even really fully retrusting him again is because I feel as if I've been drawn into this life kind of without a real say or knowledge of what it really was.
He's hiding something from you. I'll say it point blank. Still. Lots of things. And he is willing to manipulate the people in your life so that you get his desired end goal. Which, I don't know what that is. But, just be careful. And I'm risking a lot telling you this.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that you'll keep it a secret that I told you any of this. Because I mean it literally when I say it will be my head.
I thank you for telling me this. And I thank you for giving this whole opportunity. I would never purposefully put you in any harm's way for this. I'm really appreciative.
No one's watching us, right, James?
Everyone is.
What?
No one but the keeper.
That's great. Perfect.
He has no reaction.
He is the keeper of all secrets, including our own.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like literally his thing. He keeps the
Yeah.
He knows things like Katie. Even you know that he probably knows a lot more than you about everything.
If it's okay, then I ask that you only message me with the sending stone when you're in this forbidden section, just to keep out of prying ears. And other than that, I thank you.
Thank you for bringing all of this up. But I have Sukira, who always is not the fondest of him, but this kind of helps me kind of focus on things a little with a clearer mind.
Right. Can I burden you with one more secret?
I mean, I'm honestly been told a lot of secrets, so I feel like I don't have a limit anymore.
Fantastic. Okay.
Oh, is it a big one?
Yeah, just because Larimar is staying behind.
Just because I'm staying behind.
Yeah, because no one else
I can't reveal it to anybody.
No, you can't reveal it to anybody. You can't tell anybody. And mainly so that she understands how severe the situation is. I will message you later, Wild.
Oh, okay.
About what happens. But she's gonna do something with Larimar. And then Katie's gonna go back to the group. I don't know if Larimar's gonna stick around and research
Do you try to hide the secret from the keeper?
You could just send me through a sending stone when you guys leave.
No, I won't.
Okay.
But do you try to hide it from the keeper?
The keeper is a Man in the Moon acolyte, right?
More than that, as far as you can tell, he is probably like as far as you can tell from the vibes you can get from him, it's likely that he is a lot more than an acolyte. He is something.
Do I get bad vibes or good vibes off of him?
Get the same mysterious vibes you get whenever you get the vibes from the Man in the Moon. Say that.
Oh.
You get that same similar
It's the
divine
same
vibe.
feeling that the Man in the Moon gives me. Is it like security and comfort?
No, it's more the mystery of fate. You get the feeling that he knows pretty much all there is to know.
Then I won't hide it from him. And I'll wink at him when it happens.
Face does not change.
I just nod. I'll nod and put a finger to my lips and smile again and walk away.
Did you text that to Did you text that to Wild, by the way?
No,
I'm about to do it right now.
Oh my god.
So as you guys walk out,
You know what? Wild, at the end of this, if you don't mind, like when we're done playing, I'm just gonna hop on a private chat with you.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh
Sorry,
my God.
guys. You gotta wait, but Wild's leaving, and I feel bad that she won't be there. So you can find out later.
Telling her secrets.
I feel like I'm just gonna be indirectly in this campaign constantly.
Yeah. Larimar's keeping up home base.
What have
Yeah.
you guys been doing? Have you guys been reading kids' books? Oh, the places you'll go.
Please find a porn book. Please.
I would say Tara has pretty quickly found a porn book.
Thank you.
In the adult section.
Are you gonna check it out?
If Larimar sees this, she's gonna be like, "What is that?"
Larimar lived on the street. She knows what a porn book is.
What's the name
She's
of
too
it?
innocent, though.
The name? Okay. Give me some.
Wow, that's an interesting book you found. You've been looking through the adult section.
Tora?
And Tempest has just been reading children's books about the Glory Mother.
Oh yes, what do you mean? If am I reading the porn book?
Yeah, you found it.
So if Tora is reading, she actually like totally emotionless until she's going to laugh out loud because usually reading porn books is for
just like
really funny.
just the out of nowhere, really absurd, loud, out of nowhere laugh.
Yeah, and she would say like, "Oh, can you create such a pose? That's physically impossible." Oh my god, those porn books are so bad.
What do you mean it's physically impossible? What?
Can like Tempest, who's an aisle across from her, like look up and go, what?
And when she said directly like, "Oh my god, that's so obvious that it's a man who wrote that," actually.
I'm really confused of what the hell that book is.
I will say that it seems like are you guys heading back out now?
Yep.
Yep.
A lot more time passed in that place than you thought did.
It's
Katie,
night.
Katie, you know why, and that's because that's because the Lune Requiem has a very special effect in it that makes time pass faster.
Oh no.
Ever so slightly. And it is it's nighttime now. It's you come out, and it's not even twilight.
Oh my goodness. I'm so
Everyone's
sorry.
already
I lost
went
track
inside.
of time.
Do we have a sense of exactly what time it may be?
It is night.
The circle that you're on, the circle that you're on, it's one giant clock.
Oh. So it is Katie will tell the time. If she can.
Roll perception check.
Okay. She's pretty good at fucking those, so you know.
Her insight, her like passive perception in general.
It's 22.
Yeah, that's that is 24.
4. It's exactly like 11:25.
Oh. Well, Ulrich, if you said you needed to
So
do
you went
something
from
for
around
midnight,
from around 5 to 11.
where is it that you need to go, Ulrich? Because midnight will be upon us soon.
I believe there is a place around here where if you arrive at midnight, it has been said that you can speak with death.
Oh.
You know the place.
I know. You mean the death lady I shook my hand with? Shook her hand?
The very same.
Yeah. Is this about
Tempest looks at Ark. Why do you want to speak to death after everything that's happened?
Well, it's obviously about the little Not little. Little, yeah, little. She was little?
Halfling.
Halfling. The little halfling.
I know she has brought Lena back once. I would like to hope she might be able to do it again. And even if she can't, I would hope she can. There are some other things I've been thinking about ever since that encounter with her we last had. And I want to see if she would be willing to speak with me on those matters.
Can I inquire on something, Ulrich?
What might that be?
You don't have to if you can't. Focus on what you need to first and foremost, but if you can inquire on anything as to really why she seemed so willing to bring Leonti back, maybe, or maybe if she knew what effect each choice would have, I guess. Specifically if it was a negative one. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess just inquiring on why she gave us that choice. Or at least me that choice.
And, pardon me for intruding, but didn't you and the little kobold girl, didn't you guys kill the halfling on purpose?
I did not
I can hear tries.
Ulrich's eye twitches.
I did not intend for things to end that way. I was simply attempting to disarm her in a panic. I left the decision to her fate up to Cass, and she is the one who made the decision to throw her from the tree we were on.
Right. And again, this is just me trying to understand. You're okay with reversing that decision?
I am.
Okay.
I feel as though Cass leaving us may have ultimately had something to do with that. I do not believe that Lena fully understood what she was getting into. I want to see if there is any possible way this can be fixed.
And what happens if she comes back and Death listens to you and she comes back and Lena's not happy?
I will deal with those consequences when they come.
And you know what you're going to say? There's no rush. We could do this another night if you feel like you're not ready, but if you feel like you are, you should know what to say in the event that all goes well.
I have an idea, but I would certainly not want to hold us up from getting on the road again, if at all possible.
Yeah, because you have to tomorrow morning, or you won't make it.
Okay. Well,
But you don't have time to wait.
I'll show you the way. If
You say that, but it's very quite obvious which one of the temples it is.
I point to the spooky-looking death temple.
Yeah, that's the one.
Arg is just gonna start.
If you
go
are
ahead.
attacked, I won't kill her because that's not my place. But I will protect you. So
just like, are you like saying I'm gonna protect you from death, or I'm gonna protect you from Lena? Because I was like, I heard I'm not gonna kill her because it's not my place. And I'm like, you're gonna kill
Lena.
Death? Wait a minute, what are you smoking? What are you smoking right now? I want some of it. If it's that good that you think you can kill Death, I want it.
No. She totally.
You want it? I want it. You wait. What is the song again? I get it. You want it? I want it. I get it, or something like that.
Well, Katie would totally be that bitch that tries to calm emotions to death. So
fuck that. That would do the opposite of work. That would
100%.
dude. Like
we-
almost every god has immunity to like all magic.
Oh, okay. Katie will just watch, and if Lainey comes back, she'll call emotions her.
Like most deities, like the least powerful deities typically have limited magic immunity, which is they're immune to spells of 5th level or lower,
Okay. Well, Ulrich,
unless
that's
they
the
choose to
temple
be
there.
affected.
If you want, I'll just stand behind you,
Spoiler
and I'm
alert,
gonna.
I also give that to a lot of my campaign bosses.
Fair enough. I'm going to pull out. Is the Death Temple dark?
Are you going to the Death Temple?
That's where we're supposed to go, right?
I
mean, that's where I want to go right now,
Yeah.
but I don't know about the rest of the
Katie,
party.
as an acolyte, as an acolyte of the Man in the Moon, you're not supposed to go in there.
Yeah.
No, boy. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna stand outside, and if you need help, you just yell "ah" or something, and I'll come running in.
Do you want to borrow my sending stone for now?
Well, we have one to each other, so if there's a crisis, I'll just you just message me.
But yeah, acolytes of any other temple are not allowed in. And only people who truly wish to connect with death itself are allowed into the temple.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to
It's like it said that you step like Katie. It said that if you step foot in that temple, you will straight up die.
Okay.
Wow.
And no afterlife. Your soul will be erased. That's
Oh,
like
damn.
that is
Wow.
that is what they that is the rumor. No one is crazy enough to test it.
Okay, so in that case, Tempest, are you waiting outside as well?
Well,
You
my
are
guess is
considered an
James.
acolyte of another temple.
I was
And part of religious training, right? Is one of the lessons they teach you is never walk into a temple of death.
Right.
That's like religious studies 101. Larimar would not know that, but both of you, but like if you you both know, like I think you both know now that she has connections to Ion, deep enough connections that it would probably count. So it's not safe.
Really?
Okay. So
What? I don't like gods
Wait.
in general.
the only one who's actually able to go into this temple is Tara and Ulrich. So
That is correct.
What I would suggest
Oh.
is Tara,
Because Tara is
hold out
atheist as
your,
hell.
I'm atheist as hell.
Yeah, but you get your power.
have
But you get your powers from a god.
I've been tainted.
Larimar,
Exactly.
we just found out enough in that library to confirm that we should not test whether your soul is about to be severed from your body. So
Severed from this
Tara,
reality.
hold out any of your weapons. I don't care which one, any of them.
Okay, yes.
I'm going to tap it with my finger, and I will cast the light cantrip. So there's that. I'm also going to give you this, and I'm going to reach out of my belt, and I'm going to hand Ulrich my short sword.
So Tara's going in with him?
Okay. knowing that we said that we shouldn't be let alone.
I'd like to. It's up to you.
Yeah, this is
It's your call, try.
so soon.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
this
Let's
is-
see, because I was like part of the whole thing, even if I died in the middle. So maybe something will happen. I hope in the good way.
It's
I
11.
mean-
It's 11:45 now.
Okay.
I mean,
Ulrich,
Death would
regardless,
probably pick up.
Take this. I'm going to hand you my short sword, and when you unsheath it, it sheds moonlight, so you can see in a 15-foot radius. This is full. This is my short sword. I'd like it back, but you can borrow it for now, just so you can see in the darkness.
Okay, let's see. Let's.
I will be sure to bring it back, though I do see well enough in the dark as it is, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
Tara cannot see in the dark.
What was that?
The Tara cannot see in the dark. Blind as a bat.
Yes, I cannot. I'm.
So if Tara's
Right,
going
but-
in,
I am a
Right.
Mergoliath.
So Tara,
It'd be more for Tara than me, because Ulrich's got dark vision.
So Shale Shatterer is glowing now. I casted the light cantrip. So Shale Shatterer is glowing in 10 feet a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. So you should be able to see 40 feet. And then, just in case it doesn't work, Huol is a moon-touched short sword, so you should be able to just see in a crisis in case my light cantrip goes out, which it might. I'm gonna sit right here and I'm gonna sit on the floor and just zone out.
Yeah, death temples are serious fucking business.
Oh.
There's a reason you see no one going in and no one coming out. Death temples don't even have people who worship it. Like worship at death temples is not a thing. Death temples are there as respect. So do with that what you will.
Okay, let's see. Let's go.
You guys
I'm
walking
following
in?
you, Ulrich.
Be careful.
Oh, Ulrich's gonna nod to them, and in they go.
We need to repair our fault. Our mistakes.
So
actually.
as you both walk in Death Temple, it's instantly almost freezing cold. Tara, it doesn't bother you as much, but it bothers you a lot more than it should.
Whoa.
Like your thick Goliath skin helps somewhat, but at the same time, there's a bit of this cold that is not natural. It's starting to get through to you. It's pretty weird feeling cold. I don't think Tara has ever been far enough up north to actually feel this cold as a Goliath. So this is probably the coldest you've ever felt.
That's a strange sensation for sure.
As for Ulrich, it is freezing. And your footsteps like echo throughout the place. There is a huge statue that is only lit in the pure pitch black darkness of of church. It's only lit by the light that's emitted by Tara's sword, and you haven't. I don't think you've pulled the short sword yet, so it's not being lit yet. So being dimly lit by her sword and the light spell.
Can we see what the statue is of?
You would assume it's of Lady Death herself, holding a book.
Ark is going to, despite shivering quite badly, carefully kneel down in front of the statue and Lady Death, I wish to speak with you, if possible.
Eyes behind, silently kneeling as well.
There is nothing for not midnight. Well, no, it is midnight. Hole in the moon strikes that hole. Night will have begun. Hour of death will have arrived. But you got about 10 minutes before.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. We're gonna die. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Oh no, it's the game, Lady.
I've come this far. I've been tormented all week by this. I want answers.
Yeah. I basically I fucked with Chaotic a bunch by giving him little tiny hints as to the content of what might be happening, and they were very obscure. I gave one to Shelby too. Chaotic.
Oh boy.
I'm excited.
I'm scared.
I can't believe Tara's with him.
I have spent all week racking my brain about these riddles about flowers. I've had enough.
She'll be like, I want to be at Tora's place.
Finally, you hear a faint chime as the moon strikes the hole and the whole temple for a moment is filled with bright light. See the walls lined with flowers, where everything is snuffed out, including your light, Tara.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Tara, you feel yourself standing up, walking forwards. And everyone outside, you watch as Tara walks out the fucking door, and it slams behind her.
Oh, of course. I didn't expect that.
Of course.
Of course.
Did you just leave already?
Tara does look pretty confused, I would say.
No, I think he's like I think I was not invited for that.
Oh, come. We're having small talk. Come sit.
Okay. And Troy is
Did
like
you hear that
sitting
wind
like,
chime?
okay, what
Did
are
you
you?
think you're dead?
They're just having a
So,
casual
alright,
chat out
you
there.
are now pitch black darkness. What are you doing?
How well can my dark vision see
Nothing.
in this? Nothing. Ark is going to.
One might say might be magical darkness, but you have a short sword.
Ark is going to pull the short sword that Katie gave to them and use its light to try to see.
You hit 15 feet? Nah, more like 3 feet. Very faint light that you can only really pick up because of your dark vision. And you realize now that the entire floor is covered in vines and flowers.
Hello, Lady Death. I wish to speak with you, if I may.
Hear very, very faintly footsteps in the darkness. Room is no longer super ultra freezing cold. It's still quite cold. So instead of it being like negative 15 degrees, something like that, like in Fahrenheit, it's more around it's more around 10. Still pretty fucking cold, but not quite completely unbearable, you know?
Auric's going to be still shivering quite badly, trying to hold the sword, but their attention is definitely in the direction of the footsteps. Lady Death?
The whole room flashes lightning. By the way, none of you outside see lightning.
We're just writing. Larma's just writing notes.
What do you mean it was bad, Tempest? Go into detail.
So Katie being a fucking therapist. Y'all need a therapist. And in that flash, catch everything being lined with vines and flowers. You see a faint figure in the back.
Auric is going to slowly approach the figure. They're not trying to hide their presence.
You
They're
almost
pretty
run
sure
face first into the statue at first, but thanks to the very dim light from the sword, you manage to step around it. Very slowly walk your way up the stairs, almost slipping on a couple of the vines. Going?
Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Lady Death, is
Go ahead.
Lady Death, is that you? Just still approaching the figure that I
You
see.
hear some faint whistling. Nowhere near you. Echoing.
Orc's gonna just stop in place and glance around for a moment. I was hoping to speak to you on some things, if that's all right. Just trying to see if she responds at all.
After you say that, the sword snuffs out. Left in complete darkness and completely unable to make a sound. And the whole room brightens up just enough so that you can start making out figures. And you can finally see clearer than everything around you. Familiar form of Lady Death by wall. Looks down at a flower there. Plucks it. Flowers this time of year. You notice that the flower is a buttercup.
I say, can I still not make any sort of sound or move or anything?
No, you can speak now.
Okay.
Bitch! What are you gonna do? Fight her?
Fucking knock her ass out.
Square the fuck up,
Knock
Death
her
Note.
block.
Absolutely not.
Square up, bro.
Oh my
You don't want
God.
these hands.
Bitch,
You don't want these
square
hands.
up. You're not gonna give me Lena? Square up.
Oh my God.
Want these hands. Alright, go on out. Go on.
Yes, the flowers are quite beautiful. Ark's gonna just kind of glance around at all the flowers, slowly making their way towards where Lady Death is standing.
It is no longer quite freezing cold. It is still cold, but now it's more around like 60 degrees. And as you get closer to death, it does get colder.
Lady Death, I know it is probably not my place to ask, but I have seen something horrific happen that I wish to try to rectify, if at all possible, with someone you have brought back to us before.
Should bring halfling back to life, yes?
That is correct.
Up. Oh. Everything comes with all magic. Never mage cast this. Sometimes just their voice. Rarer, just feeling gestures. Most of the time. After valuable as the spell. Be like a small black flame sticks to life above her, and as it grows larger and larger, the buttercup in her right hand wilts, dies and turns to ash. Holds the flame. Breaking thing falls under this. Have to give something. Take life back from me. Only those I deem are allowed to. Take. Put them back. She snuffs out the black flame. The price never fair. Bring back that half. Oh.
What would you want from me, Lady Death?
See her. Snaps her finger, like kind of like a lighter, and another flame lights. One burning bright. I just seed.
A seed.
Show.
And what show might that be, if you don't mind me asking?
Other.
Is
All of them. Follow. Side. Take that.
is that why, when we last met, you were so willing to give me that scroll?
Call it investment. Investment. Often.
If everyone on the elven side of my family has made this deal before me, then I am willing to make the same deal. Whatever it takes to fix the mistakes I feel I have made.
She takes the black flame and curls her fingers around, forms a small glass box, and suddenly she's in front of you. Onto the
Oracle
screen.
Ark will take it from her, and I will guard it with my life.
I would hope. It's just, well, lost your Ulrich.
I cannot say that I have, Lady Death.
Don't let it leave. Now,
Understood.
that halfling back, I understand.
Yes, please, if that is all right.
And the whole place goes complete pitch black again. And all you can see is the faint glowing flowers and vines. All of them look like the only colored things in a sea of black. Can't even see what they're resting upon. All of them wilt and fall to ash. Blow away. As the room brightens up again, death is gone, and it looks just as when you first. Short sword is working again, and laying on the floor at your feet, curled up in a ball, a brand marked on the side of her face, is Lena. And we will end the session there.
Oh my god!